okay, we're gonna play Dungeons and Dragons. Things are gonna happen. People are gonna cry. People are gonna die. That's how this game works. I am David. That is Geek, and Steven, and Ren, and Sam, and
I like
Grayson,
fat
and Nicole.
bitches.
Sam likes fat bitches. Word up.
All
I'm into
right.
fat bitches.
All right. Collectively, the group has a positive opinion on fat bitches. This is good information. Anyone disagree? Does anyone have a non-positive opinion? Just to put that all
Is anyone
on the table
negative
real
about
quick.
fat bitches?
Yeah, just to get that out of the way, establish that up front. Does anyone have a negative
Do we have,
opinion
do we
on
have
fat
any
bitches?
naysayers?
Yeah, they better not. I'll kill
I
them.
was gonna say red will spill blood.
I would like to point out that there was the more we talked about fat bitches, the more enthusiastic David got about doing the intro. So I just want to put that one down there
There
in the
is,
history books.
What are you talking? Okay, listen. I am nothing if not committed
Apparently,
to the
we
bit.
have one truer in chat, so one other person is in the.
Who said
Did I?
true? Oh,
Who do
let's
you
go.
think?
Let's go. Common Galaxy W, baby.
Galaxy.
We here. Galaxy knows
new.
ball. This is nothing new. But anyways, are you guys ready to get into this? Caleb will be joining at some point whenever he's done watching high schoolers run around. He's a track
Watching High School
coach.
Musical.
That's really.
No, it's not High School Musical. I wish I was in a production of High School Musical. Fun
Miller,
fact.
off
about
topic.
me. Off topic. Don't you talk to me about off
Yeah,
topic. This is the Geek Slays Twitch stream.
That's fair. There are no
Have you
topics
seen
here.
this guy stream at all? He switches games like every 15 seconds. I
This
think
is
we'll be fine if we
untrue.
go off topic.
We streamed like 8 hours of
Sorry.
Fortnite the other night, asshole.
Because we had a video.
And if it was like
If
10
we
hours
did
of
it, we would have
Baldur's
got off after the third game, and you'd know that.
Yeah, that's fair.
I want to play Fortnite. I'm not good at it though.
You're playing D&D,
It
Ren.
won't
I
matter.
carried Ren
Join
one
me
time
and
in Fortnite.
Steven, and we will end up winning every game for some fucking reason.
Bro.
We're finishing in the
Get
top
victory.
3 of every
I
game.
get victory royales sometimes.
Can I convince you guys to do a Geek Slays Guilty Gear stream?
The fuck is
Oh,
that?
no.
I don't. You know what?
It's a
Actually, I
Fighting
don't.
game.
I don't know if I want.
Game.
It's a really good game, Geek.
But
It's an
It's a
anyways,
fighting game.
Guilty Gear
anyways,
Geek.
there will be no guilt or gears in this section. Actually, there might be a little bit of guilt, and you guys might run into a gear. I don't know. We'll see. But who would like to
Yay.
recap the last session so we can get started finally?
I wasn't there.
Not it.
Caleb's
I
not
did it last
here.
time.
Yeah, Caleb's not here. We're in shambles.
Oh
Big
god.
Ren should do it.
I don't remember a thing.
Well, I have an
Okay.
excuse.
I can
Yeah.
I have brain fog.
try. We
You
were
begin
at
with,
the Mon, looking for Ezekiel. Yes, I almost said Elliot again.
I knew you were going to.
I
Fucking
don't
god.
remember now.
And we found him eventually. He showed up.
We
through a portal,
interrogated
I think.
him. Yeah, we interrogated him.
Yes, we interrogated him. We decided he was just going to stay at the Mon and learn, think about what he did type shit. Put him in the timeout corner for a little bit. And I know I'm being a little bit short and sweet with this one. No Sabrina, but we're kind of on our adventure now to find some toes.
Short and
God.
sweet, no Sabrina is crazy.
I.
No, that's
Um,
perfect.
I literally cannot believe I forgot about the toes.
The other notable thing that happened last session is my favorite trio of NPCs, the Wind Brothers,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
gave you all a book that seemed to have some details regarding some plans that Theodore has for some sort of human mutation. And that is where you guys are currently going. You're in the Icewind Dales, headed that way to try to figure out what the deal with that is. And does anyone remember how last session ended?
We were at a tavern place, like a bartender place.
Yeah, everybody was
Yeah.
going to
Bar.
bed after a few people in our group were a little obsessed with the Leonin bartender.
Yeah.
You know, I'm really proud that I can confidently tell you I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, you were one of the worst ones too.
Yeah, the half
Oh,
party wanted to fuck a Leonin bartender.
You were really into the cat, man.
what? Well, did you guys get me out yet?
All right, Sam, just
Good job.
be quiet, and enjoy the Skyrim ambience.
Oh,
I think this for you. So, as Geek said, we left off last session going to sleep in a tavern. So everyone should have taken a long rest. If you did not, please make sure to do so now.
Okay.
Oh,
I
I
gotta
should
get my
open.
thing up.
Yeah, I should pull up my character sheet.
And
Sorry, I was lost in saw some drawing as well.
that's fair. But in the morning, you guys all wake up in your rooms, and it seems pretty serene. You know, it's just a nice day within a cold cabin of sorts. So I want to know, what does everyone do as they're waking up?
I stretch my legs.
Start a
Okay.
fire. I'm cold.
You
That's
start a
traumatic.
fire in your room?
Is there not a? There has to be a fireplace in the room. In every
Yes,
room.
of course there is.
Then yes, I'm
course
starting a
there is.
fire in
I
my
just
room.
wanted to.
I thought you were like, what? You just
My
starting a fire
inflection
on the
was
floor?
weird
It's
for
like,
that.
yeah, I guess.
Well, you didn't specify.
I'm
I don't.
cold.
I don't know with you, Mister. I cast fireball. 5 seconds. Maybe you're trying to burn down the tavern. All right, yeah. So
Yeah.
you throw some logs in a fireplace and light it up. Get a little warmer.
I'm shining my gear
Okay.
Whoa.
to make sure I'm bright as fuck.
Okay.
So I'm not bright up here.
We know. This guy's obsessed with all the shine. We get it. Anyone else?
I'm currently coughing on the sudden bout of smoke that has broken out from the room across the hall.
Okay, yeah.
Sorry.
My room or
Fireplace.
Nicole's
Yeah, that
room?
would
Yeah,
be,
Or Dorch's
would be your
room?
room.
Wait, sorry, what's happening?
What's
Nothing.
going on in there?
Dorch, for reference, everyone is waking up after a long sleep in the Lion's Paw Tavern. And I'm asking what everyone will be doing first thing in the
Okay. Hold on, let me cook something.
I mean,
In game
you're gonna
or
come up with
No,
an
Yeah,
idea,
like
or are you
some-
literally saying you're gonna cook?
I don't know that Dorjevus can like reach the sink
Fair.
to cook. So
We're in a place with a bunch of snow. Just melt it. That's all you need.
how do I do a long rest again?
So
There we go.
what you'll
Never
do,
mind. I found it.
Perfect.
oh yeah, I need to pull up my character sheet for that.
Good heavens.
Sorry.
No,
I
you're
mean
good.
to roll deception.
Okay, I'm doing let's just say I'm doing like stretches or something. You know, like almost like rolling around in the melted snow or something, you know?
Okay, so you're going outside to roll around in the snow?
Yeah.
What I'm hearing? Okay, word. So I would assume when you go out there, you see Muppets who slept outside because Goliath, and he's probably like covered in snow. I'm just gonna say, since
Who's a
Caleb
fucking
isn't here,
husky?
when you go outside, you see him. He's literally taken the snow, made himself a blanket, and he's like laying, having the best sleep you've ever seen him have, with his hands underneath snow on a snow pillow he's made for himself. He's sleeping like a baby out in the elements.
I just go aw and then go back to my snow angels and rolling.
Sure. Anyone else?
I'm looking out for errant dragons.
Okay, fair. By doing that, are you just like looking out the window? Are you trying to find information? Okay.
Yeah, using the periscope, just looking around in the skies nervously.
I will say you don't see any dragons flying around.
Aw.
It seems to be pretty clear.
Thank goodness.
Sorry, my mic was cutting out. so I wanted to fix that. But I would say after a while, once you guys kind of get your ducks in a row,
We brought
would
those
you
with
all
us?
Right here.
shut up? Would you guys like head out into the main area of the tavern to like reconvene and plan, or
Yes.
how would you guys go about getting ready for the day once you've done your morning routines?
Yeah.
Let's get in a huddle.
No.
Oh yes, team huddle.
In an I formation.
Well, someone's
Huddling.
got to summon me from outside because I'm busy.
Dorch!
I'll just say like Sarugi will come outside, see you laying in the snow, and just like pick you up by your collar and carry you inside.
Come in
And my
here.
legs
This
like
is
keep moving like a little dog, you know?
Yeah. On the
Got
way
them
back in,
taken
he'll
out of
like
the
trip
water.
over Mumpets a little bit and be like, "Oh, that's right. He sleeps outside. I'm just gonna leave him." Walks in.
come inside, Dorchivus. There's a woodland creature in here that needs to get shot.
Jesus.
Oh, yes, let's go.
He's
As
the
you
one
say
at
that,
me?
you see
within the
Leo.
armor.
Oh, I get it. The ducks in a row.
That's a
Um,
good one.
Okay. Yeah, well, you guys are all doing that. Leo is over at the bar, kind of like getting ready for the day. So knowing what you know, you have your map, or I'm sorry, you don't have a map. You have knowledge of where the location you need to go to is.
No, we do have a map. I got a
We
map.
do have a map?
Yeah.
Okay, we do have. That's right, because I remember now not being able to send it, and then Ren had to send it. So we do
Yeah,
have a map.
yeah. We know exactly
guys-
where we need to go,
Probably
so we need to walk in the snow for a long time.
Yeah, that's kind of what you guys are prepping for.
And we make
Do
sleds.
I have to walk in the snow? I might sink.
Actually, I think you're the
Yeah, I think
least
you're too
likely to
short.
sink.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you'll be tunneling.
Well,
Are you?
second least likely? How many elves are there?
I'm in armor, so.
Oh, yeah, so second least likely.
You see
can
Sarugi just
burrow.
kind of like look around and throw his hands up.
Oh, is Sarugi an elf?
Yeah.
Oh. We're tied. I don't know.
I thought he was a
It worked
sorcerer.
for me. Can you not be both?
What?
Wait.
Yes, of course.
The
you can be
aura
both.
farmers, of course, can walk on
Oh, okay.
frozen water.
I
I can't tell the difference between all these humanoid species.
They all look the same.
That's racist. That's even more racist. You guys hear Leo from behind the bar go like, "Yeah, no, I get it."
You're a mammal too. You're included in this.
No, he's agreeing with us.
And
No,
the
they
giant
are all
cat's
mammals.
included? What is happening?
Fucking reptiles. He goes back to like cleaning out the cup.
Yeah.
So what's the plan? You guys know you're gonna have to walk through snow for a long time. How do you plan on going about that?
Listen, this was
I
my
hop.
idea. Everyone makes sleds and we tie it to Muppets,
I have my
and
shield.
Muppets can just pull us through the snow.
He's
Actually,
like a
not bad
reindeer.
idea.
I like this
Yeah.
plan.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea at all.
I mean, if we're on board,
I don't.
Well, it'll be on sleds.
all right.
I'm not gonna stop this plan. I just feel like this is gonna go well when he shows back up.
He will be fine
Um,
with it. You feel like you would
I was gonna
volunteer.
say he'd be all on this. So as this is kind of going on, do you guys have any plans for how you're gonna get the materials to make these sleds, or?
Can we just go
Can I
buy a
ask
yeah.
the
sled?
lion guy?
I can just do my shield, can't I?
We're going to start stealing wood floorboards. Let's get them
Everyone
from
go-
that weird
Go to
shoe
the tavern
guy.
and tear up the floorboards.
So you guys
Yeah, let's
are
get them
going...
from the weird shoe guy.
guys are going back
Let's
to
get
Frankie's.
the weird tree guy
Frankie's
Yes,
himself.
we're going to go to Frankie's and we're going to steal his flooring. That degenerate shouldn't be in a home.
Jesus.
Well, he can make shoes. Can he make sleds?
I don't know. I guess there's
Probably
only one way to
Or no,
find
he
out.
can't make shoes. He can only make boots.
No, that's the one thing he's.
No, he can make shoes. He can't make boots.
Oh, okay. I forgot which
I
one.
thought it was the opposite.
Or no, what?
It
No, it
doesn't
was
matter.
boots. He can't make
It's
boots. He
boots.
can't make shoes. He
Boots
can
with
make
the fur?
boots.
That's what I thought. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you're right,
Yeah.
Steven. My apologies.
Okay.
I'm
What if
gonna
he just
put
makes like a
myself in
big
timeout
boot
for
for us to sit in?
Yeah, like that one fairy tale.
Prison. He joined the prison as
All
a
right, I
bit
served
and
my
missed.
punishment.
You missed an actually great suggestion.
What did he say?
Say it again,
I-
Steven.
I said, what if he can just make really big boots for us to sit in?
Yeah,
I mean, there's only one way to find out.
Just get let
the fairy
around.
tale.
It's just the enemy see us approach in our like 8 to 9 giant boots, shuffling across the horizon line.
Just being carried by a giant.
It's-
This sounds like a great idea, guys.
I think we should go
Let's
ask
go to
him.
let's go to Bro's shop.
Of course, Tarnath will be graciously funding us as usual.
Yes, thank you, Tarnath. These boots will
Thank
be
you,
expensive.
Tarnath.
Everyone
Alright.
say
These
thank you,
boots are made for
Tarnath.
walking.
Thank you, Tarnath.
Don't do that.
All right.
Let's just.
So,
I'm not
What you
going back
doing?
in there. You got. I just
so are you?
hand somebody
What-
some money. I'm just gonna wait out here.
There you
This
go.
is $7.
What the hell is $1?
This is 7 doubloons.
I still don't think that's a. Where did you get your monetary units from?
I was a pirate.
Did someone say
Where?
monastery?
Where I
Oh
was
my
born,
God.
we were pirates.
Saying monastery is crazy. But I'll just say, like, Tarnath and Sarugi stand outside. Everyone else, you all go in. And when you go in, you see Frankie standing on top of the counter for the store, playing with two small horse figurines, and they're like fighting. Like he's slamming them into each other.
I think it's Tahiti.
Oh,
Are
David,
we
look
interrupting
away.
something?
What'd you say, Red?
I said, are we interrupting something?
No, she. I was just playing horses, she.
What?
I was playing with my horses, she.
Your whores?
My horses, she.
Bro's got
Can I-
horns
can I-
back.
Can I play with them?
No, she. They're off limits, she. You see, he takes them and puts them in his pockets.
Fuck you! I love playing horses.
Well, now we can't see it all. We
You
put
see,
them
he
away.
stands there for a second and like puts his hand on his chin and starts to contemplate. I didn't think that through, she.
No, I don't.
I have a lot to think about, Shay. And you see he turns around and walks like into the back area of the store.
So, was that a no? I think we're gonna have to find somebody to make boots.
As you say that, you see his head pops out. Boots, you say, Shay?
Yes.
I
Big
can make
ones.
boots, Shay.
How large?
Shay.
Well,
I can make big ones, Shay. Pretty big, Shay. And you see he like turns around and pulls out of his room like a boot the size of like half of Tarnath. So it's like a 3-foot tall boot.
do you have any more of those?
You see he
We need,
goes
like,
back
9.
and pulls out 3 more.
Wow, how convenient.
Well,
I've got 4 more in storage, see?
I
They're for the
have.
frost giants, see?
Yes, that answers my question brilliantly. Yes, thank you.
Yeah, they're good customers, see?
That's,
And you see he like pulls out a photo of him standing next to 2 frost giants, but all you see is like their feet. And he's like standing in between them with the thumb up.
like lean over and look into the back room. He's pulling all this stuff, and there's just giant coins in there. Ah.
They've adopted me as one of their own, she.
I'm happy for you.
Don't patronize me, she.
I think it's pronounced patronize.
Get out of my store.
Okay.
How do we pay you, though?
Oh, but how are we going to patronize you if we can't even be patrons?
The rest of you
Yeah.
can say I want the little one gone, she. I don't trust anyone shorter than myself, she.
I can stay?
You see, he like walks over to you to see where you scale up, and you are like a little bit taller than him. So he's like, "You're clear for now, Whiskers." She.
That's kind of mean.
Do I have to leave?
You see, he walks over to you, and you're like a quarter inch taller than him. You're on thin ice, Bucko. She. You see, he like crouches a little bit, so you're even taller than him, and then he waddles away.
I think I'm actually I'm actually on hardwood.
Till the very next day. Whatever.
But with all that, he just like looks at you and holds out a hand, like waiting for payment.
Oh yes, here's 7 doubloons.
All right, she. Take your boots, she.
Can we have the other ones from storage?
Oh yeah, I gotta go unlock it, you see.
And do you want 7 more doubloons?
Yes. See?
Oh well, we'll have to introduce you to our patron, Arnath. I think you two will get along smashingly.
I don't smash. See?
Did you forget about yesterday? We met. Oh God.
I don't recognize you. All elves look the same, see?
That's racist.
It's not racist if it's true, see? There's the scary ones and the normal ones, see?
That's still not even kind of accurate.
There's the ones that look like you and the ones from the underground place, see?
And then there's like 8 other kinds of elves.
They're the same as you, see?
I met a drow once.
No.
He tried to eat me. I miss him.
Oh, okay.
Kinky,
Why do you miss him?
Because he tried to eat me.
Oh,
As you say that, you see he walks up behind you. He goes, I could try to eat you, see?
Oh no.
God.
Oh.
I would like us to get on this trip expeditiously. I don't
Oh,
want to
Emily.
be in this town anymore.
You
See, as you
started
shoot down his
this.
advances, he like throws his hands up and walks back to storage, unlocks it, opens it up, and you just see a shed in the back, like out back of his store, filled to the brim with comically large pieces of clothing.
Oh my God.
This is the giant section, see?
Is that a carpet or a tie?
It's a scarf, see? And you see he picks it up and shows it to you. It's got like little festive designs on it. But they're all
Would
like
they cover
horribly
him?
stitched. What?
If it's that large, wouldn't it just cover him? Isn't he a tiny fellow?
Yeah, he's holding up the end of it so you can see it.
I want to go.
Oh, I just figured he
home.
was just getting covered in it, so.
So anyways, you know, he just kind of like walks away, leaves you guys to collect your boots.
With the fur.
And you also find conveniently placed pieces of rope.
Wow.
Oh, I thought you could
Convenient.
use like the laces.
Love these boots.
Well,
They
you have
really are
options
made
now.
for walking.
Steven is always one step ahead.
Yeah. You know me, I plan for everything.
Wow.
But anyways, what do you guys do now?
Well, we're going to pretend Mumpets is here.
Yeah, and he'll
Yeah. And he will like grab all of these ropes at the same time and we can start getting pulled. Assuming we run into nothing.
Okay. Yeah.
So you guys get in your boots. Mumpet starts pulling you through the snow. Very no problems whatsoever. Works perfectly. And I will say, as you guys kind of get along after about an hour or so of travel, you notice a figure wandering out in the tundra, so to speak. And I don't have a picture for this figure, but I will say just from behind you see like a large fur coat draped over somebody.
Are they not wearing
Fireball.
Well, no, they're wearing it. Yeah, it's like
Fireball.
draped over them.
it? It's just throwing over them.
So what do you guys do?
Is this?
Yes, it's Hollow Knight.
This is Hollow Knight.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
The City of Tears. I think. Or
Uh,
Green.
it is Green
Green-
Path.
Green Path. It's Green Path.
Yes.
Yes. I can't tell sometimes.
Wow.
Anyways, like I said, you see this guy. He's wearing a giant fur coat, and as you get closer, you notice that the furs are all kind of like different. Like you see some deer fur, some fox fur, some oxen fur, like all sorts of different furs just kind of mismatched together. And then you notice he is pushing a cart that has all sorts of flasks and baubles and wineskins and other liquids. What do you guys do?
Why
Interesting.
do you say things the way that you do?
Yeah.
And other liquids.
Are they liquids?
I'm sorry, what do you want me to say?
Not that.
Materials.
Like, I don't know.
Well,
Why did
well,
you
the
have to
materials
add
would imply
other
other things.
something? Yeah. I don't know.
Liquids
you
applies
just,
to a whole nother thing.
I don't know.
No, only if you're a freak.
And guess who's here?
All right. Well, either way,
Guilty as charged.
Yeah.
all right. So what do you freaks do?
I
What
get in
kind
the
of
boot.
liquid is that? Oh, sorry.
I
You
get
would
it.
want to know.
Go ahead.
No, floor is yours.
I was just gonna get in the boot.
Oh, you don't want to approach this stranger in his liquid?
No.
I hit here.
I will say at this point, you guys have all been in the boots for a while now. Like it's
yeah,
been about
that's
an
right.
hour of traveling, being pulled around by mumpets.
I'm just gonna hide in my boot. I'm not gonna acknowledge this figure.
Okay. You
Uh,
hide in your boot.
I have a feeling Tarnath is curious. I'm gonna ask Tarnath, hey, should we talk to this fella?
Why?
I just
has
had a feeling you were
liquids.
fucking curious, dude.
What?
Why?
What could he possibly? Hey, weird wanderer man, do you have anything useful?
As you say that, you see he like whips around, and you get a better look at him. Again, I don't have a picture right now, but you see he has this like brown, curly, almost like I don't know how to put this, like bleached hair. Not bleached, like sun bleached is the word I'm looking for. It's dark with sun bleached through it. And he's wearing, you see the coat, he doesn't have anything on underneath of it for a shirt, but he's wearing like a pair of shorts. And he turns around, he goes, "Oh, what's up, my dudes?"
Oh no.
Nope,
That's
Mumpets
another
go.
Hey,
Muppets go.
all right, yeah, you guys just go along past, and you see he turns around, he goes, "All right."
I asked for
up.
useful things. He didn't give me any answer. He
Well,
gave me.
You didn't give him a chance, but okay. You guys continue.
When
on.
I ask
Oh,
a
I
question, I expect a response to the question. If he's that stupid, we're not talking to him. Jesus Christ.
But you talk to me.
I was gonna say you guys.
Actively, no. I
Anyway.
tried to kill you daily. The gods won't
That's
let
not hard
me.
enough.
I think I
Everybody wants
recognize.
you. Praise be.
I think I recognize this errant stranger. I think he's the patron of the gnomes.
Then, fucking Christ.
Oh no!
Somebody else talk to
Keebler,
him.
introduce
then.
yourself.
Keebler, no, I'm not familiar.
You're not Keebler. You look just like him.
I know her.
What? No, I don't.
Keebler, the patron saint of the gnomes.
No, I have no idea what you're talking about, my brother. I'm just.
You were crucified.
That's you got the wrong guy, my
Back 2
guy.
days later.
No, he
Sound
did. That's what
very
happened.
familiar.
You've
No,
got
I
the,
swear, I've read about this.
you've got the wrong fellow, my brother. I'm afraid whoever this Keebler fellow
Fellow is
is
crazy.
not me.
Oh, okay. Well, Muppet's gonna move on.
Do I recognize this guy?
Darnath, I will say he seems familiar, but familiar in the sense that you can tell this is someone you've met before trying to act like they aren't that person.
Who the hells
None of them.
are you?
Oh, my name's Chad.
That can't be right.
What are you talking about? It says it right here. You see, he, like, opens up his fur coat. It just says, like, hello, my name is... And you see a name crossed out and then Chad written
Can I
underneath of it.
read the name that is crossed out?
Roll me, investigation.
Roll me reading.
Roll read.
Roll to read.
What up? I'm Jared. I'm 19.
Never fucking learned how to read.
Thank you. God, I was getting worried for a second, guys.
Ooh. What did you say? Investigation?
Yes.
22.
Yeah, you see it says C-H-E-Z. Chez is the
Oh.
name written.
No.
Yes.
The fucking Ezekiel was yeah, God. Literally. No. Why did you change your name by 2 letters to something that sounds very similar?
What are you talking about, my elven brother? Didn't change my name. They're
Mother of
just
Christ.
Can you
secondhand coat, you know?
Right. It's... Why am I always stuck with the dumb ones?
Hey man, you haven't even really given me a chance to talk. How do you know I'm dumb?
It's
You have your name written
it's
on
the
you.
accent. Not the accent. The what do you call that?
It's like the
What?
Servo accent.
It's not really an accent, but it's the way you speak.
It's like the surfer bro dialect.
Yeah.
Didact, I believe.
Ah,
Oh, the Muppet.
Muppets
Oh.
arrived at the perfect time.
thank you. Help,
Muppets.
please. Help.
Muppets, for context, you all are headed to the place you were told about last session, where Theodore's got some stuff going on. And to get there, your party decided that you would be pulling them all as they ride in comically large boots across the tundra.
What's the fur?
What? Oh. I just got the cameras fixed. Fuck. Ah.
For reference, Caleb, they went back to the weird merchant, and it turns out he often sells to giants.
Caleb's
so...
not here. He froze.
he's-
There he is. Okay.
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 Pac-Man.
I thought you didn't like our idea.
I don't think he does.
Caleb, did you get any of that?
He's typing.
Yeah. What is happening?
Maybe the
Yeah, but he
headphone
gets your
cord
headset.
finally mutated enough to silence him permanently.
Discord is dying. Okay, well... I guess we're just gonna go on until Caleb's Discord works.
No. I don't want.
Yes, go back to talking to Chad. You're having so much fun.
Come on.
Why are you walking in the middle of the tundra?
I am back alive.
Oh God.
Okay,
Yay.
so Caleb, did you get any of what I was trying to catch you up on?
Dude, you literally said, so you know they went back to, and then I stopped seeing
Okay.
them. That is how
Okay.
bad my Discord died.
So you know how last session you were given that book that details like some secret plans from Theodore, and it said that he had a
facility in the Icewind Dales out in the middle of the tundra.
Yeah.
So in order to get there, your party decided to go back to the shopkeeper that was in the town you guys were in, the little creepy guy. And they found out that he often deals with frost giants. So they bought a bunch of comically large boots. They're all sitting in the boots, and you are pulling them all by the laces over your shoulder, like a sled dog.
This was my idea, by the way, so if you hate it,
was
I'm really
Steven's
sorry.
Back alleys, 10 minutes.
What?
I'm meeting Steven in the back alley in 10 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
And also for context, on your way there, you encountered a strange gentleman wearing a patchy fur coat and a pair of shorts, who was pushing around a cart of elixirs, potions, and things of that nature. And he is now being interrogated because the group thinks he's lying about his identity.
No, he definitely
No,
is lying.
I definitely
No.
recognize him. I just don't know why. Well, yeah. Mumpets, please. Do you recognize this one?
He's one guy.
Golly.
Dude,
no.
Okay, you're back?
dude, I'm just zoned out. I am tired.
Oh, your
Okay,
Discord
fair.
That's
also
all it
started to break, too.
Oh, no. I heard that. Describe him again, Miller.
He is a white elven man with like tan skin. He has curly brown hair. He's wearing a patchy fur coat with no shirt underneath of it, a pair of shorts, open-toed sandals, and he's pushing a cart of elixirs and potions and things of that nature.
Who the
I will say, this is not someone you guys have encountered previously in the game. Like, you guys have not met him during one of our sessions before.
Oh, he also has a name tag that says Chad, and above it, crossed out, is Ches.
Interesting.
I hate that nobody remembers things because I can't. Oh God,
As you guys are having this conversation, you guys see Chad. He kind of speaks up and he goes, "Can I interest you guys in some warm cocoa? It's getting a little chilly out here.
I'm
Gotta
interested.
keep yourselves warm, you know? All right, my brother." And you see he walks over to his car, or he turns into his cart and opens it up like an ice cream cart almost. And he takes a cup and reaches down and scoops up this like brown liquid with marshmallows in it, and he hands it to you and he goes, "Drink up, my brother."
Marshmallows. I want marshmallows.
You see he does it again and hands one to you as well.
That was me drinking it up.
Oh yeah, as you drink it, I mean, you get like the hot chocolate flavor, but more importantly, you feel like your insides feel like a nice summer day. Like it's a feeling you cannot explain other than just saying that. Like it is pleasant. Suddenly, any sort of shivering you had going on is just gone. You feel incredible.
do I
Maybe I should
notice
ask him
Zenon
this.
stop shivering?
Roll me perception.
Uh, 16.
I'd say yeah. Not right away, but yeah, you pick up on it.
I like look all annoyed and go and ask for hot chocolate. I am freezing. I don't
You
like
see,
it.
he gets out like the biggest cup you've seen yet, scoops it, and hands it to you.
Thank you.
Of course, my
God damn it.
brother.
Yeah, I'm chugging it. Don't care.
Yeah, you get the chug, and like I said, you immediately feel warmed up. You feel
God
great.
damn it.
And as this is going on, you see Chad. He speaks up and he goes, "Well, you folks are enjoying your treat. I gotta ask, what are you all doing out here? It's a little."
We're looking for toes.
No, that's not the
You see,
part of the mission we're on. You fucking idiot.
He picks up his right leg, and you can see he's wearing like open-toed sandals, and he goes, "Well, I mean,
I've got 10 of them, but I don't think these are the ones you're looking for, hopefully.
You're not exactly picky, but yes, we are looking for particular toes this time.
Oh.
Alrighty.
But no, we're not actively. We're
looking for fucking Theodore shit.
yeah.
Leave the toes alone.
Theodore, the
Oh,
god emperor guy. What is his claim now?
yeah, that dude's vibes are really off.
Yeah, we're working
He's a
on making sure he
buzzkill, really.
has no more vibes, but you know.
I am
Oh, you guys are the fellas from Phandalin, yeah?
How do you know? How do you know that?
Oh, word travels fast, you know. You go around selling your giving away your treats to adventurers. You hear a thing or two, you know.
So you know a thing or two because you've seen a thing or two.
One can say that, brother. Absolutely.
Thank you for laughing.
Aha!
Caleb is stressing over this one.
dude. I am so pissed because I just can't think of the name. What?
Caleb, just check your
Can't
DMs.
think of what? Yeah, dude. You can't think of the name.
Just because I see you physically struggling, I'll throw you a bone. Check your DM.
I have no DM from you.
Oh my god.
The pin DMs.
I just need somebody somebody else who knows. It's driving me nuts that you haven't picked up on it. What happened to you?
I have been at a track meet all fucking
I was gonna
day.
say he's got an excuse. Let him cook.
Yeah.
I have had to deal with 12 high school children by myself all day.
Yeah, let him cook. Let him cook. It's good.
It's good. We're good.
You're good, Caleb.
We're
You're
good.
good. All right.
I know what it is now.
All right. So with your newfound information, what do you do?
Oh, it's another one of your fucking family fucking members.
I'm sorry, what?
One of the adopted. I pull out my paper and so Tarnath. Chez, adopted cousin.
Oh.
Mistress kids, adopted cousin.
How do you adopt a cousin?
I don't know.
Well, the
That family tree is too
one
complicated.
well,
I think it might be a
Look.
family tumbleweed.
no, look. So how you would adopt a cousin is, again. So I don't know exactly. I'm looking at the family tree. So like,
Is that a
Mistra,
loop-de-loop?
look, man. Actually, no. DM has been very clear that that's a no.
Yeah.
Well,
As you guys are
We're
trying
only
to do
based
this-
on the Greek gods so far.
But you see Chad like comes around and he looks and he goes, "Listen, my brothers, you guys are overthinking this. It's real simple. This guy, the adoptive cousin, he's a cousin, but Mistra, if that's how you say her name, adopted him because something happened to his parents. It's real simple.
Yeah, what happened to your parents?
Oh, my folks, they're back in Neverwinter, my brother.
Cap.
I call
crap.
bullshit. So either you're lying or you somehow stole a coat from a god. Pick one.
I don't know how Morella pulled it off, dude. I really don't know how you do the whole disguise thing. It's just not my vibe. And you see, he,
Morella
like,
wasn't that good at it.
well,
Again,
as you say that, you see he like twirls and a big cloud of purple smoke flies up, and he looks different when he reemerges. You guys see this gentleman, still wearing his cargo shorts. He's got blonde hair, a nice Hawaiian shirt with a shirt underneath of it, a necklace. He's holding a little wine cup, and he goes, "Yeah, I'm not good at the whole disguise thing. It's just not my thing. But what's
Well-
good, my brothers?
look,
You
want
have
advice?
nothing to do with the gnomes.
Morella,
That's my dad. You got me.
Oh.
Okay, Keebler was my dad.
I knew it. Somewhat.
if it makes
Yeah,
you
that
feel
ice-
better, Morella wasn't good at her disguise either.
Oh, well, she told
You-
a very different story
well-
at the family reunion the other day.
I don't like that happened. Look,
What type of family is?
it was about the same where certain people recognized her and nobody else did. Kind of like this problem here. Why the fuck was I having such a problem actually remembering that I've spoken to you?
I don't know, T-Dog. That's a good question.
T-Dog.
That's a really good question.
I knew there was something
I'm gonna
about
use
you,
that.
John. As I had no idea.
I'm gonna die. Do you want
Yeah,
advice on the whole disguise thing?
Yeah, please share, big fella. I'm all ears.
Buy a
You know your
second
name
name
tag?
tag.
You know your name tag that had, yeah, you know, your actual name crossed out?
I told Flaris that wouldn't work.
Dude,
He said you guys were gullible.
Well,
Oh,
some
I'm
are.
McGurk.
Only some of us are.
Yes, you.
Yeah, I am aware.
Oh, yeah, Flaris told me one of you guys is like a total, like, airhead. I take it as
No,
I think that's shiny over there, yeah?
Yes.
When's the airhead?
You see he walks over and he, like, knocks on the side of Rakes' head and goes, yeah, it
That's
won't
'cause
pick
I
up.
have a
He's making, like, a
helmet
hollow
on.
noise.
well, I mean,
You see he reaches over and pulls the helmet up and knocks again and he makes, like, a hollow noise come out of it.
I'm not having fun here.
Listen, it's okay to be an airhead, my brother. I love the air genasi. They're my people. I mean, just as Z-Dog over there, he comes from the Mon. He knows.
I know.
For the
That's your whole deal.
Damn,
Hey,
bro.
Oh my god!
Hey,
Damn.
hold on. The three little dudes, Sky Guy and Big G and
I certainly
and
know them.
Breezy.
Yep.
Yeah,
You know
they
him?
told me
You know
everyone
him?
at the Mon. They told me everyone at the Mon loves the Chester. Are you telling me it's just those three?
I think they might be your most direct apostles.
And that one douchebag, Ezekiel.
Oh yeah, I don't like that guy.
Well,
He's got bad vibes.
He certainly likes you.
Oh, that's not good. I sure hope that doesn't come up anywhere.
I'm sure it will.
Anyways, Zeta, you're looking a little different there, mi amigo.
What? Oh, you mean this? And I hold up my.
Yeah, that would be that would be the difference. What you got going on there, my brother?
I found it in the sewer.
Your arm? Did you not have one before?
I had an arm, but it didn't look like this. And I kind of make it like wiggle.
Yeah.
Wiggle.
All right,
Quite
be careful with that,
disturbing.
man. Them sewer dwellers.
Hey, whoa. Don't touch
They harshen the vibe.
dude.
Hey, listen, brother. Whatever works. I'm not here to judge. I'm just saying you gotta watch.
We're
it.
not going to talk shit about the arm you found in a sewer?
Yeah, no, we're gonna talk shit.
It's what it's made out of.
It's doo doo.
It's sewer water. It's
David,
living
do I
sewer water.
feel it getting like tingly or something? Like,
I was gonna
Tingly?
say,
Hey,
you feel-
yo.
it almost feels like your arm is angry.
yeah. You can like see it like flare up. Like,
Yeah.
you guys should stop. It didn't like that.
I am not going to take this from a discarded appendage.
Well,
What do you mean it didn't
Anyway.
like that? What is it living?
That's what the book said, I think.
What? But wait,
And
Wha-
it kind of talks to me sometimes.
what information do you have that you haven't been sharing?
No. That's what the book that
We can have
that
stuff
Dusty
and
found
people
said.
get things and talk to them.
Yeah.
When did Dusty have a book?
Yeah, I had
Where
a
have
book.
I
to be
been?
fair, this has been known.
Apparently
Yeah,
not to
you-
me.
I was gonna say you missed that detail, but it should be. It wasn't like a private conversation or anything.
Okay,
Yeah,
but was
speaking
I
of-
there?
Speaking of private conversations,
Sure.
my right hand speaks to me too sometimes, but I keep that between us.
No, little dude, let's chill it with the innuendos, my brother.
Does your right hand kind of talk like a demon?
No, it kind of talks like it's missing most of it.
Anyways, my brothers, I am going to leave you to go do whatever it is you need to do. I hope you all got.
Can you tell me what the
warm.
fuck is on his arm?
You see, he like looks at it. He goes, "Brother, I don't have the slightest clue. I'll go ask Mom about it.
All right.
See what she says.
All right.
Actually, maybe Aunt T will know. I'll have to ask her about it. I don't know. We'll see. Later, dudes." And you see he just like disappears. And in his place, he leaves 2 flasks.
Yoink.
I think
take
my
both
arm
of
is
them?
great.
Tarnat, do you take both of them?
Yeah.
Okay, just want to make sure.
I have the bag of holding, so I'm just carrying things.
Sure.
Yeah.
But with that, what do you guys do now?
Cry.
Carry on.
All right, you guys carry on, and eventually, you all, Sam, I'm gonna need you to stay calm.
Oh no, not again.
You can't
Is there
leave.
another
with that.
lion?
No, not a lion. It's the music that's about to play.
I'm
You
scared.
guys end up outside of this large building with like an encampment around it. You see these large metal fences with barbed wire at the top of them wrapping around individual like industrial looking building in the middle with tents and small buildings around it. And at the front, you see 2 guards standing watch. I will send a picture of these guards. Let's see here. Yes. You see they are these broad hooded figures with these large sharp objects they're holding out in front of them. These scythe looking things almost. And they're just standing at the gate. What do you all do? I will say they haven't seen you yet. I'll give you that as well. They have not noticed your presence. They're just kind of like seem to be staring out into the abyss, the tundra, not the abyss. The abyss isn't there. I got to be careful with my wording. They're staring into the tundra.
Oh, perfect. We got here at the same time as Sushana. Great. I hope Sarugi figured out his plan in the last day.
You turn
Can I roll
around and
stealth?
Tsurugi is like asleep in the shoe.
Yeah, that tracks.
Can I roll stealth?
Yeah, absolutely. You can roll stealth. While Dusty's rolling that, Tsurugi like stops me. He's like, "Oh, are we there yet?"
I
Oh,
got 22.
22. Yeah, I mean, what are you trying to do with the stealth roll?
I don't know, sneak up past him.
Yeah, I would say pretty successfully. You walk towards them, and you notice they don't move a muscle as you walk past them and into the gates, or through like the gates rather.
Okay.
What do the rest of you do?
Good question.
Can I roll
I'm gonna try to do the same thing.
All right, Zenon, you're gonna roll me stealth. Rakes, what were you gonna say?
I was gonna ask if I like recognize these things or like do I know
I'm
like
just gonna
if
say
they're fiends
no.
or not?
No, you have no clue.
I have great
Shit.
stealth, apparently.
Yes, I'm
Why
also,
am I clicking? I'm not counting that one. I'm rolling in real life.
I'm gonna also preemptively just cast invisibility on myself.
Okay,
should've
you're going
counted that
invisible.
one, but
Zenon's
whatever.
rolling stealth.
I have disadvantage on stealth, this is why I'm trying to figure my way through this.
Yeah.
Oh, we just
19.
kill them.
19. Are you trying to do the same thing that Dusty just did? Just walk by him?
Yeah.
Yeah, you have the same amount of success. You walk literally
Awesome.
right between them, and they do not acknowledge that you walk by them.
Sick.
Nice.
I'm not even gonna roll stealth. I'm just gonna walk by him and see what happens.
Do you acknowledge them in any way, or do you just walk in
Nope,
like you belong
just
there?
walking like I belong here, man.
Yeah, you walk in like you belong there, and they don't acknowledge you whatsoever. You walk right by them.
Okay. So
I'll do that.
Yeah, Rakes, you do that. Same thing.
Yeah, I'm just gonna
They
walk
might be
in.
dead.
Mumpets and then Sarugi also as well. Walk right by, no problems.
So what are
Like a
they
trap or
guarding,
some
dude?
shit.
Which I think the only one that didn't go through is McGurk, unless you did when you casted invisibility and you just didn't
I
specify.
haven't. I'm waiting. I'm waiting to see what everybody else does. I'll
All
go
right,
last.
Dorch as well.
Yeah, hold on. I still haven't got my character sheet up. But what I'm gonna try to do
Uh-huh.
is like be my small self and just like go all like ninja-esque. If this works how I want it to, it'll be funny. But if it
I
doesn't,
mean,
then
I'm not even gonna make you roll stealth if you want to do that, because you just watch the rest of your party walk by them without
gonna
being
say.
acknowledged.
Yeah.
so I go like all out ninja. Like I am like to the 10th degree, pretending like they can't see me after they all walked right past, like being super
Sure.
sneaky and whatnot, even though I don't need to be.
Yeah, and you are able to walk right on by. McGurk?
Dorchard Oral Farm.
Yeah, basically I'm aura farming. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I'm just gonna slide on by. What? I mean, I ain't got shit to worry about until.
To the room.
All right, you slide right on by as well. And now you are all within the gates. And like I said, inside the gates, you see a large industrial building in the center surrounded by tents and like 2 or 3 other like outbuildings.
Oh no, he's awake.
You don't see any people other than the 2 guards, though.
I'm staying invisible because this is highly suspicious.
I want to investigate one of the buildings.
Okay, which one?
Well, the one to the right.
Okay.
Okay, you find one to the right. Roll me investigation.
Let's go.
Hello, Ricky.
You be fucking kidding me. 6.
It just looks like a building. There's no windows. It's just like a worn down brick building.
This building looks like a building.
This building's a building.
I think it was built.
By builders.
Guys, we got a building over here.
The rest
Can I
of
also
you,
try and roll investigation?
on the same building, or
Just in the interior.
all right, yeah, go ahead and roll investigation.
I get a 15.
15. You notice the tents are in really bad shape. They're tattered and weathered. The outbuildings are all the same. They're all brick buildings with no windows. And the only thing that seems to, for lack of a better word, have any sort of life to it is the large building in the center. Everything else seems abandoned.
Interesting.
I want to go to the building with life in it.
Yeah, me too.
Do you all follow suit?
Sure.
Yes.
Russell?
All right.
Yeah, why
You
not?
guys all walk to the building in the middle, and as you enter, you realize pretty quickly you're in some sort of laboratory. As
Okay.
you walk in, you feel the air being wet, heavy with a copper smell and something a little more sour as well. You walk into a large hallway that stretches before you, with the walls being made of a patchwork of metal and a little living tissue, it seems. There's glass cylinders lining your path, each holding something within it. You see some of the things in the cylinders twitch, some tap on the glass, and one of them, it presses its forehead, and you see that it is what resembles a human, but it's not fully there. Like, there is clearly something wrong with this human. Its eye is drooped down. The right side of its face is mutated with black and blue coloring. And as it taps its head, you see it mouths, specifically to Rakes, because Rakes, you're the closest one to it. It says, "Thank you."
Well, you're welcome.
And as you say that, you hear that echo and reverberate through the room, and then it stops, and it goes back to sounds of water dripping, the hum of a buzzsaw, And like I said, the wall where it seems to be made of some sort of flesh, it pulsates, almost as if the walls themselves are living.
This isn't very sanitary.
No.
That's
No,
your
it is
takeaway?
not.
That's your takeaway?
The flesh makes this not sanitary. Everything else is like, you know, just Detroit.
Yes, I didn't anticipate this place being so meaty.
What do you guys do?
How much money will it take to convince one of you to try some?
Aren't you the one that? No.
Yeah, aren't you the cannibal?
No. Oh, that was the other lizard. I'm a vegetarian.
No.
I only eat mushrooms.
That cannot be true.
I'll pass this time around.
What?
I only have like 4 teeth, Darnath.
All right, you know what? I'm just not going to question it. I'm just going to
I've
start
lost a
walking
lot of
away.
fights. I've lost a lot of fights.
All right, do you head forward?
Somewhere, I just start walking.
Yeah, you guys head forward down this hallway, and eventually you are led to a large metal door with a little like window at the top of it.
Muppets look through it.
How about instead of trying to force anyone else to do it,
You're the tallest!
I will say, anyone that is above 5 feet tall would be able to see through this.
Yeah, but he's the tallest, so.
So, not me, basically.
Not McGurk, Dorch, or I don't think Dusty. I could be
I will
wrong.
look through the door.
All right, Zenon, you look through, and you see a curved desk that overlooks rows of tables. On each table, you see figures that are strapped down to them, almost as if they're being dissected or experimented upon. You see tubes that are pumping glowing black ichor through exposed organs and into these strapped down figures. You see someone in a lab coat and medical equipment jotting down notes, while another one is taking a needle and sewing shut the mouth of a dragonborn.
Well, judging by your expression, Zenon, I'm going to assume there's a hot dog stand in the other room.
No.
Oh.
I don't know if we should be here. To be honest.
This is what? Wait, what do you mean you don't know if we should be here?
Look through that window.
Yeah, but we're
gonna.
Yeah, I looked through the window.
You guys look through and see the same exact thing I just explained to him, except the dragonborn that was getting its mouth shut, it is now stood up and its chest is fully open and exposed. You can see its ribs and its organs as the assistant that's like operating on it, for lack of a better word, is pulling them out and hooking them up to machinery.
What do you
Thank God, I thought
We
were getting
knew
a
this was
fucking
human
AVOX or something.
experimentation for the abyss. This is why. Why am I talking to you? I'm gonna kick the door in.
As you kick the door in, you guys are overwhelmed with a smell. It smells like bile and charred hair.
Just like home.
Tarnath, as you step in, you are stepping over puddles of this ichor that's kind of like congealed on the floor. And then you see a screen that's projecting imagery, and you see it kind of like a how-to guide. Like step 1, sew the mouth shut. Step 2, remove the organ. Step 3, so on and so forth.
Smells like your bag of holding.
No.
I will say this smells much worse than the bag of holding.
It's not the bag of holding. I know I pulled the robot out of there. I'm still not sure how that happened.
I'm gonna go, stop the guy who's taking organs out of someone.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm just in the middle of explaining. Oh, right.
How do you stop them? What do you do to stop them?
You see me like take a stance and just start sprinting full speed and tackle him like I'm a linebacker.
You tackle him perfect, and like as you tackle him, he's got his hand on a kidney and he like takes it with him.
as he lands on the ground. And Mumpets, you see his eyes, and his eyes are dead. Like he is not, has no emotion, no expression. He's just staring at you blankly.
My favorite to kill.
Well, on that note, I'm grabbing my sword.
All right, you grab your sword, and again, his expression stays the same. Again, you can't see his mouth or anything, just the eyes. You stab him.
Oh, I don't care. Oh yeah, straight to the
Yeah,
brain. I don't care.
stab him, and you see the life that isn't there leave his eyes as he dies. You see the other assistant, the rest of you that was jotting down notes, looks over, sighs, opens up a door, motions, and another individual in a labbing coat comes in and kind of goes to go over to the Dragonborn, almost as if they're just picking up where the other one left off. And the other assistant that was in the room starts jotting down more notes.
No.
Really creepy.
More murder, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
All right, so-
time to catch up. Turn that spotty count. Pause.
All right. So who's going after the other one?
I want to go after the assistant. You know.
The one jotting notes?
Yeah.
You go
Good
after
me.
the one jotting notes. How do you do that?
I want to grab them so I can grab the notes. You know.
All right, yeah, I'm not going to make you roll. You walk over and you grab them, and again, no expression on their face. You take the notes, and you read them.
I'd like to try to.
Yeah, you see they're written in common. And the notes are just saying something to the effect of like, subject 27-B36 has all extremities intact, all internals intact, kidney removed, lab assistant 1713 extinguished, lab assistant 1714 deployed.
Is this like a
And then-
factory?
So I'm trying to
I
figure
would,
out.
yeah, it's a mix of like a factory and a laboratory is the best way to explain the interior.
Because they just have all these assistants to spare if one dies, it looks like.
Do you think they have dental?
Do they have dental insurance?
No, like teeth. Do any of them have any teeth left? Check his jaw.
Are you gonna steal their teeth? Can I kill the non? Wait, did you kill the assistant?
I'm going to now because
Oh,
if they're
never
dead. Yeah, Stubby's dead.
Yeah, you stab him, he dies.
Yeah, I'm gonna
And
go.
as you stab him, you see the other assistant, the one that was like going to operate on the Dragonborn. He turns around, sighs, and goes over to
No.
like starts to go to another
no.
door.
Nope.
You stop
I'm
him.
stabbing him. Yep. Like
Yeah,
right in the
you
eye.
stab him.
Dunk.
You stab him in the eye. He dies, and then you guys see like a light on the wall glow red, and a whistle blows, and the doors automatically open, and an assistant comes out of either one and assumes they're.
Can I
their
try to go through those
positions.
doors that they're coming through?
Which
Can
one?
I try?
The doors they just came through.
Well, there's two different doors. They're on opposite sides of the room. Which door? The one where the note takers are coming from, or the one where the dissectors are coming from? Also, Ren, I heard you. We'll get to you in a second. I promise.
The two.
I want to go
genders.
to the dissectors because I can't read.
Okay, you go to the dissectors. Ren, what were you gonna say?
I said, can I try and rescue the Dragonborn? Is he still alive?
You walk over to him, and you see his eyes are open and watering, and he's not making any noise or moving, but he looks alive.
Yeah, I want to rescue him.
How do you plan on doing that?
I don't know if there's a whole lot you can do here with this one, Dusty. I can see his blood.
I mean, you can see everything.
Yeah, so the thing that makes the blood and all the things that are supposed to transport blood to different places.
The blood recipients.
Shit, I don't have a good medicine stat. Fuck. Okay.
While this is happening, Rakes, you open up that door to the dissectors, and you see a room with hundreds of individuals who look identical, all just standing and staring at the door.
Oh my god.
unmoving. They don't even look like they're breathing. They're just standing there staring as if they're waiting to be called.
He must feel like he's back at a family reunion.
Damn. Dusty, did you come up with anything?
I don't have a good medicine stat. I don't know what I can
You
fucking
can
really
still
try.
try.
Would rolling medicine help?
Yeah, you can try to roll medicine.
I got a 13.
A 13. I will say that you are able to like close up his chest. It's like 2 panels are open up in the front, so you're able to close it up and sew it back together. And you know, he's intact.
Well, name your son. He's your responsibility now.
I have to think about a name for him.
I will say, as you're having this conversation, you notice down the hall there are a couple cages, and you see one of them start to rattle, and you hear a voice weakly cry from it. Can you help me next? Please. Please.
Are we making an army?
Are your ribs on the outside or the inside?
It's not me. It's my baby, please.
Okay, well, I repeat the question.
Yes, it's all there, please.
Oh, goodness, yes, I think we can help this one.
Do you go over to the voice?
Yes, I'm quite delicate when it comes to parentage. Show me the baby.
You go through and you see this old turtle woman who has like mold growing on her body. She holds out a bundle of silk, and in it you see the nose and the fingers of a lizard folk baby.
Yes, it's mighty scaly, this one. Maybe I should investigate it for signs of denaturing.
I'm not going to make you roll anything. Upon taking a closer look, this baby is dead. This is a corpse.
Oh,
And it is the turtle is holding the corpse out to you and going, please. She's been sleeping for so long.
Yes, I know a lot of pediatricians where I'm from. What's
God damn it.
little bundle of joy's name?
David, I had a whole fucking idea of adopting that baby. You just fucking tell me he's dead.
No, Dusty, we can. This is salvageable.
McGurk, what was your last question?
What's the little bundle of joy's name?
C706.
C706.
That's not gonna work.
That's
Cecil.
Let's call him Charlie.
yes.
Cecil.
Are those his initials?
No, that's her code.
Oh, well, yes. C70.
Cool.
I'll just call this one C for short. Yes, C. Well, I'm going to take I'm going to take her with me.
Yes, please, get her
Yes.
to a warm bed. She's been sleeping on the floor for months.
I can tell. Yes, this one has not had enough tummy time. Ooh. Yes, I will drop her off at the nearest warm child receptacle, ma'am. I'm just going to put her in my pouch. Yes.
Okay. The rest of you, what are you doing? As McGurk and Dusty are having a moment, what do the rest of you do?
Is there anything in
Well,
the
there's
room
another
besides
room of beings to kill, so I'm gonna go slaughter a room full of beings.
Okay, so you go over to where
late to this one.
the note takers.
Yeah.
You go over to the note takers. All right,
Well,
you go in there.
I'm gonna
and again,
before I start slaughtering them. Do they seem dead or like they're like mind controlled or something?
Professor Pig or
Are they like
They-
being magically
they have-
controlled, or are they like?
They have life in them, and they don't seem to have any sort of magical aura coming from them. No.
Are they enslaved?
Yeah, like.
I mean, do you like try to ask one of them?
Oh, I'm gonna
or...
like be trying to figure out what's going on in here. Yeah.
Yeah. So let's just say there's one in the front, like the one on deck, so to speak.
Yeah.
So what do you do?
What the hell's is happening here?
Work.
Are you here by choice?
We don't have choices.
That's what slavery.
We have work.
Where did you come from?
Where'd you
Where
go?
did you go? Shut up, Grace. That was my.
I changed my mind. I fireball the other room with all of my friends in it.
I'm in a different room. I'm
very
gonna step
alive
into the room with
child.
Tarnath.
Tarnath, as you ask that, you see again, like expression, nothing changing. It just goes, I don't know. I work.
Hmm.
Did we miss the sign that said Walmart on the way in?
Is this an Amazon factory?
We used to have homes, but we've
What happened to them?
work.
Do they
So you do
have
that to keep your
signs of
home?
like? You said there's nothing magical going on.
Uh-huh.
Do these ones have like the blue whatever?
I will say upon closer inspection, now that you're like actually speaking to this one, you can see like his forearms are blackened and have blue veins coming through them.
Hey, Sarugi.
You see Sarugi pops his head and he goes, yeah, what's oh. Yeah. What?
Is it possible to de-abyss these beings?
I mean, I could try. I don't.
Well,
Oh
if
my-
we can figure out how, me, you, and
Oh, God,
McGurk are gonna have a long day.
Yeah. I mean, just you see, he like walks over and he grabs the guy's arm, and the guy, he doesn't hesitate, he doesn't flinch, he doesn't do anything. He just lets Tsurugi pick up his arm, and he goes, "All right, so where are you from, friend?" Work.
Yep.
Oh, I've never heard of that. Is that close to like Neverwinter, or? It's always winter at work.
Anything else got season depression? That's
Oh.
crazy.
Okay, so you're from the Icewind Dales. That's cool. I guess your commute isn't too bad, huh? And he's still like checking out the arm.
Me when I'm a sales associate.
Work. Yeah, okay,
Work.
man, I get it. I'm glad you're really proud of what you do. That's awesome. Not a lot of people can say that. You see, he leans back and he goes, Tarnath, what the fuck's this guy's deal?
I think the
Oh wait, it's the whole demon thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was a dumb question.
yeah,
Okay.
kind of.
You see, Sergey, like, finally, he's like, let me try this. And he, like, grabs the forearm, and he, like, almost digs his fingers into the veins, and you see as the black slowly fades, and eventually turns back to just, like, a normal skin tone. And the veins go away, and you see this person, they snap back into consciousness, and they go, where am I? Oh my god! You see Sarugi like grabs me by the face and he goes, "It's okay, man. Let's focus on me. Focus on me. It's okay." And you see the guy starts to calm down a little bit and he goes, yeah, there you go, bud. There you go. Deep breaths. And Sarugi starts like petting his head. There you go. Okay. Let's get this mask off of you. You see he starts to pull down the mask, and as he pulls down the mask, you see this guy's lower jaw is covered in infections and maggots. And he goes, "Okay, let's
Let's put that back up. Okay.
Can
never mind.
I?
Oh my god.
They don't have dental.
They don't have dental.
Yeah, thank you for that, Sam. It was a great idea.
Damn. McGurk caused this. Well, I guess. I mean, I obviously have healing spells, but like, will they actually work on that?
I mean, you can try.
No, I guess I can try once, and if it doesn't, I just won't again.
Yeah.
What else would I use a first level spell slot for? Sure. I don't know, 18 hit points back. A commoner that's like 10 times their HP.
Yeah, I will say that through that spell, you see the wounds heal up and the maggots just kind of like disappear as his jaw is completely healed.
Sarugi, I think we're gonna have a long day.
Yeah, where's hold on, let me go get the other one. Hey, McGirt,
Yes.
we got a sorcerer stuff.
Oh, joy. Does it have
Sir-
anything to do with healing abyssal infections? Don't we have a paladin of the Everlight?
Yeah, we're gonna need him too. Right.
No. That's okay. You two
You don't
just
think we'll need
get
him?
rid of the abyssal stuff. I will heal them. Let Rakes go with the rest of the group and finish clearing this place out.
You know, that's actually a good call. Okay, yeah, so let's handle this then.
Ah, yes. Time to roll up the old sleeves. Haven't done anything like this since the great mitoid outbreak. Ugh. Nasty
Alright.
day that was.
So as that's happening, the three of them will just say, like, I'm not gonna make you guys spend all your spell slots and shit. Just like over time, you know, you work your way through the group. The rest of you, what do you do?
I'm trying to help more of like the prisoners that are being tested on
Okay.
like-
Through them, yeah.
and get them free.
Okay. So as you do that, I will say the next person you see is a dwarf, and this dwarf like starts crawling towards the cage, like the edge of the cage. And when he gets to where you can see his face, you see he has no eyes.
Okay.
And he goes to open his mouth, and he has no teeth. And he looks at you,
Uh-huh.
Dusty, and he goes, please, end me before I remember their faces. Please. I can't go
Hello.
on.
I don't know if I can do that, sir.
What? It's mercy.
Are you sure?
Anything is better than living in this hell.
Okay.
Dusty, tell him to go outside. The door's open. Oh, wait, no, he wouldn't know that.
Yeah, he's kind of blind. I guess I'll do like a quick clean one shot on him to kill him fast.
What do you do it with?
I'll just do. I'll use my dagger. I feel like my hammer is a little too brutal.
Sure. So, where do you stab him at then?
Fuck. What would be a quick way to die from a knife?
Oh, if you manage to hit the cerebral cortex, you might be able to do it before they can process it.
Yeah, I could hit him in the brain.
All right. Yeah, you stab him, like through the eye hole, hit him in the brain, and he dies pretty instantly.
Okay.
I swear
do
somebody.
you-
I'm sorry.
No, go ahead, Sam.
I was gonna say somebody. I swear somebody's playing Kahoot at Grayson's house.
Dun, 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 dun.
Do you continue on through the cages?
Yeah.
The next cage, you see a tabaxi. So like a cat person.
Kitty.
However, half of its body is like experiencing necrosis. So you can see like bones and dark blood through it. And then the other half is covered in obsidian. But the obsidian is reflecting what looks like a healthy tabaxi. And you can see in their face, they looked very young and beautiful, and they are just sitting in the corner and weeping.
What happened to you?
You see they look up and they go to speak, but as they speak, all you hear is gurgling.
Oh. I'm gonna try and roll medicine again.
Yeah, for sure.
17.
17. I mean, you're able to identify pretty quickly. They are experiencing necrosis, one half their body, and not being a medically trained individual, you don't really know how you would go about handling that. It just seems to be a little overwhelming, if nothing else.
Yeah. Fuck. I don't want to kill him. I guess I'll move on to the next one.
If only you guys had a paladin.
Wow.
What would he
Maybe
be
he
good
could
for?
help in this situation. Anyways, you move on to the next one.
I'm in a room and I'm waiting.
Why are you still in that room?
So what? Are you just sitting in that room by yourself?
Watching
I've been waiting
McGurk
there-
help people?
No, because no,
What are you doing? Just tell us what you're doing.
I was trying to see if like there was anything else in that room besides the people there.
No, it is a surgical white room, a sterile surgical white room filled with people and nothing else.
All right, then I'll go help people out with my.
All right, yeah. So you go and you meet with Dusty, and you see this tabaxi, and you got the description, right?
Yeah, the necrosis and the voice box is garbage.
Yeah,
So they're just gargling.
yeah. So you see them, and they're weeping in the corner.
right?
Yeah, half of them are obsidian, and the obsidian half is showing reflections. Like it's a shiny obsidian, and it's showing a reflection of a youthful, beautiful tabaxi. Someone who's dressed in like elegant clothing as well.
Can McGurk just exit the room because he had a thought, because I also had a thought?
Sure.
Before any of you powerhouses out here go about any more mercy killing, can I make a request that anybody that seems like they could be triaged, we tag and set aside so we can get these poor cursed fools some help at the monastery? I hear you slaughtering people out here. Just wait.
Okay.
We have experts on this matter. Just not right now.
And then I take
Even
it
right
you go,
now, we're kind of working.
you go
Yes, we're
back to the room.
working on it. I need to go back. C1775 desk clerk just told me about his mother that he hasn't seen in 15 years. It's a wonderful story. I have to get back to it.
Sorry, I had to kill one of them because they wanted me to.
Just because they ask, you don't have to oblige. There's a thing called therapy.
As you say that, you see there's like a tiefling man in the corner, and he kind of like looks over to where this is all going on and goes, yeah, Dale needed to get it. He wasn't going to recover from what they did to him.
Who the fuck are
dark.
you?
Reg.
I genuinely asked that. Okay.
You see he's in one of the cages as well, and his mutation, he doesn't have any
like his arms from the elbow down is gone, and his lower half has been replaced by like mechanical parts.
Okay, Reg.
How
did
are
they-
you conscious? The rest of them have not been that conscious.
I got off pretty easy.
Interesting.
Did I-
They didn't fuck with your brain?
It takes more than that to fuck up old Reg. I was in the war.
All right, buddy.
Which one?
All
Like
right,
the blood
buddy.
war?
Is this the war you caused?
No, no, no.
Are
I
you
didn't
one of the
cause a war.
veterans?
I was just involved.
I
Reg,
fought the
what
resistance.
war were you in?
I fought for the resistance. I was supposed to die 50 years ago, but they prolonged my life.
Hey, do
Why?
me or Dino know this guy?
No.
Okay.
I will say, you have no idea who he is, but he is alluding to the war that you and Dino were on opposite sides of to start with. Yes.
Yeah, well, that war lasted so long. And if it was only 50 years ago, I was on the resistance side by then.
Well, still, but I'm just saying that war.
Yeah.
That's when you're supposed
But
to
no, this
die.
is just this would be the equivalent of like a random foot
Yeah,
soldier.
when you said tiefling, I just assumed the blood
No.
war, a whole different war.
No, I was
Hey,
just-
I've met some veterans of the Blood War. Fine folk.
my grandfather was in the blood war.
Ah,
Oh, what regiment?
I don't know. He never told me. Didn't like to
Yes.
talk about it.
Yeah, I don't blame him. Yeah, I've heard it's hell out there. Oh, hold on, another patient's coming back to consciousness. What's that? 3 children. Oh my. I'm about to learn some names.
oh my.
I can just see McGurk like leaning in with like his hand on the outside of his ear, and then like strolling in and closing the door behind him.
Yeah.
He's got like a whole like line of
That's
ducklings
sick,
just
huh?
following him. They're just children.
Yeah.
It's like,
Where's
my mother? Later, number 5.
but as this is all going on, Reg is he's sitting there and he goes, "You guys found out about the secret project yet?"
No. What?
Who's in this room?
I mean, I
All
kinda
of
have an
us?
idea.
No, because there's 3
Everyone but the
rooms.
sorcerers. So, Sarugi, Tarnath, and McGurk are in the room with the surgeons,
Mhm.
we'll call them. And then everyone else is in this hallway with the cages, where Reg is at. But have you folks found the secret project yet?
No.
No, I mean, I kind of have an idea that you guys are like, well, I mean, not you guys, but they're like really fucking with these guys. Like, maybe making them
they're-
like zombies, it feels like.
Are the
They're trying
Russians
to
evil?
make us into soldiers. We were
Oh.
failed experiments. That's why they keep us. So they
They're
can
doing a
test on us and find out what
terrible
went
job.
wrong. But the secret project, they don't talk about it in detail. That is, they allude to it,
That's
but that's
secret.
it.
Do they
Yeah.
have,
Find it?
does they have a name?
The overseers, they're not here right now, but they come at night.
What time is it
They're
now?
the ones who, I would say, it's about midday.
Okay, we have time.
I thought we could just
They
sit there.
talk about the room on the second floor.
Guess
I'm gonna
the
start
real
walking
one.
to the second
there.
floor.
Yeah, I would say at the end of the hallway, you see a flight of stairs that lead
Yeah,
you
I
upstairs.
am just going there. No hesitation. I'm just walking.
Okay.
Red's gonna get his ass killed.
What do the rest of you do?
I'm trying to heal this necrosis.
All right, you're
paladin
helping with the
bar.
necrosis. Dusty, Dorch, and
Um,
Zenon. What are you 3 doing?
I'm listening to him. I want to hear more details.
Yeah, I'm really interested in talking to this fella some more.
I'm
As
just kind of aimlessly following anyone around because I'm like getting even just queasy and
Fair.
all the I can't take the pain.
yeah. You see Reg as he's talking. He kind of looks over at you guys and he's like, "The big one looks like he's getting a head start. You might want to catch up. I've told you all I know."
Okay.
So we'll follow him then.
All right, you guys go upstairs, and I will say,
just real quick in the other room. It's like,
Uh-huh.
yes, it's very interesting that you missed the wedding because you had to be strogified. Carnath, I do believe I hear the signature sound of your boyfriend being impulsive.
I don't know what any of that means.
He means Muppets going upstairs.
Yeah, well, firstly, Mr. Z52 here was just informing me of his daughter leaving her husband at the altar, and then I heard very signature footsteps angrily stomping into a distant room.
Okay.
I would
I love
say
Steve.
I have-
Reverend-
I
feel
looked
like they
between
have...
both rooms, this one and the one that Tsurugi's in, and it looks like I have another
Boyfriend?
74 people to heal, so
Oh,
not my
don't
problem.
worry. I can do overtime. I'm just...
No,
those
you
footsteps
can
are one...
you can take
usually
the
a lit-
abyss out of them. It's the rest of what's wrong that I have to deal with.
Oh no, I'm great at mental health care. Shut up, I'm a fool.
Not mental
I'm
health
great
care,
with
physical
them.
health care. I like walk over and like show how one of their jaws is like broken and rotting off. I have to fix that.
I'm just gonna like hold it back into place. Yeah,
They have insurance.
it's fine.
That's not how that works
Oh,
at
it
all.
came off. Oh, it came off. Oh,
All right, this is why you go back to getting the abyss part fixed. I will
Yes,
get back to healing them.
I will stay in my lane. I'm just saying, if you want to avoid a lover's quarrel later today, I suggest going upstairs. Is all.
Still not even kind of.
Oh, you have good communication skills. Excellent. Forget I said anything.
No. Oh my god, I'm gonna kill McGurk.
So for the rest of you, as you head upstairs, you are greeted by a large room with a door at the back of it. And in this room, you see there are papers and books and desks, all neatly arranged. This room is like, whereas the room downstairs was pretty disgusting, up here it's a lot more sterile.
Okay.
This seems like untouched by the mess downstairs. What do you guys do?
Okay.
I'm gonna start looking at books.
All right, yeah, you start looking at books, and I will say, like, the first one you pick up, it's notes on different test subjects, and you do see like, T7405, and then in parentheses Tiefling, and you see something written about like robotic legs. You see something written about a lizard folk subject that died during testing. You see something about a turtle who's being subjected to psychological torment. You know, you basically get like profiles of the individuals you saw downstairs. And then eventually you come across a big red book just labeled The Secret Project.
I'm gonna grab that book.
You grab that book,
Yeah.
you start looking into it, and what you see is a project that was directly requested by Theodore. It is to be kept under wraps. Only a select few people know about it. You see a list of people that are allowed to be informed of what's going on. It's Theodore and then 4 names you don't recognize. And I don't have those names prepared, just so you know, they're not going to be relevant. I'm just trying to say that,
they're
like,
not
even his
true.
inner circle doesn't know. Like, the lieutenants, they're not even in the know about this, is my point with it, right?
All right.
There's no Lady Pandora, there's no Shadow Flute, nothing like that. It's just 4, like, scientists.
No, the
It's
Shadow Flute
Tier's
died
name.
7 months ago.
Tyr
Tier's-
is not in it.
No.
Tyr is not even involved.
Noted.
But it's detailing the idea of introducing abyssal energy to a human test subject at a young age, and then increasing the energy dosage, for lack of a better word, as they age. And the idea being that you can create the perfect half human, half demon hybrid.
Does
This is concerning.
it mention a lab anywhere in the book?
Yeah, I mean, it talks about the lab downstairs.
But like a secret lab,
No, it says that all, what's it called? It points out that like one of the main reasons why all of the people downstairs are mindless drones is so no one gets curious and goes to look. And it mentions that all activities are done within this building.
Can I look for like some secret passageway possibly hidden inside of the room we're currently in?
You can roll investigation, but I will say there is a door in the room.
Oh,
just like
can I
one that
just
you
open the
plainly
door
see.
instead then?
Yeah. Yeah, you can absolutely do that. So let me ask, does anyone follow Mumpets into this room?
I do.
I will.
Okay.
Are you guys ready to
Give me one moment.
potentially see what's going to be behind you? Like, look upon inside yourself and can you handle the potential horrible things we could see? Because there's a good chance whatever's behind this door, if it's with those experiments, is 100 times worse than we saw downstairs.
If it's as long as I'm able to save people from this, then yes.
Goopy, are you good?
Good.
All right. So you guys walk into this room, and I will say you walk into this room, and it is pristine, seemingly untouched by the horrors that were being bred downstairs. The room is carved from this white stone with soft golden light spilling from lanterns hung across the walls. There is a crystal clear pool of water reflecting a single object that is hovering just above its surface. To put it bluntly, this looks like some sort of nursery, a quiet, serene room in the midst of horrors beyond human imagination.
Is there
At
any
the center,
children?
hold on. At the center of the room rests a child. Upon further inspection, it's a human child. Wrapped in soft blankets, you see this baby's features are angelic, unblemished. It has dark hair, perfect skin, it's innocent in its purest form. Yet, as you approach, you notice the faintest, almost imperceptible glow beneath the skin on its neck, pulsing rhythmically like the beating of a heart.
Oh god.
What do you do?
I picked the baby up.
Yeah, you walk over and you go to pick up the baby, and it stays asleep. And as you pick it up, you notice this baby, it's breathing unnaturally calm. Like, no baby should be this calm.
Can I roll perception?
I'm not going to make you roll anything. If you
Okay.
can, you just look at the baby. You notice a strange rune that's carved gently into the back of its neck. It hums with an unknown power, with an unnatural vibration that is stirring the air within the room across the room. You see, as it's laying there with this humming that is starting to like seep into your brains, this baby is still breathing rhythmically and calmly with its eyes closed. And you see its little fingers are curling around the edges of the blanket that it's wrapped in, almost as if it is preparing for something.
Oh god. I'm gonna set him back down.
Okay, you set him back down. Perfectly fine.
I'm gonna take the baby.
All right, you pick up the baby.
If this baby, yeah, I mean, like, did it say like the baby was born with the abyssal energy inside of it, or added later?
It said that the abyssal energy was introduced upon birth, so it would be
Okay.
after being born. Pretty much the second it came out of the womb, they put this rune
Okay,
into its
good.
neck.
I wanted to make sure before I strangled the baby.
Because maybe we could get rid of the abyssal energy.
Dude, if the abyssal energy was just stuck,
Yeah, I
dude.
was just thinking, like, I was picturing this in my head.
God.
No, I throw it harder
What's that?
into concrete. I am.
Jesus.
Only Muppets can handle this appropriately.
We are gonna take this baby downstairs now, and hopefully we can save it.
Okay. Muppets, I will say, like, as you're looking at this baby, you notice it yawns and opens its eyes for a second, just for the faintest second before going back to sleep. And you notice that its irises are purple.
Hmm.
I'm taking this one to Tornath.
Yeah, you've killed a lot of these. Is this normal?
My God.
I think we should burn this place down after we're done here.
No, that wasn't a debate. That wasn't a debate. That was more of a. That was a promise. That was unsaid. It felt like. Now let's go try to save this baby, so we're not horrible people completely.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm taking the secret project book too, though,
All right,
so they
you
don't.
take the book. Muppets has the baby.
It's okay, little one.
It's not reacting to you rubbing its head.
Tornath and Muppets are adopting.
You're gonna make a fine child soldier when you grow up.
Honestly, if it was Muppets and
You're gonna
Tornath
be
raising this
just
kid,
like Tarnath.
dude.
So you guys carry this
Give or
baby
take a couple
downstairs.
years.
And eventually everyone, I'll say, is able to regroup in the room that Muppets the room that Tarnath and McGurk are in. But bringing you this baby, what do you guys do?
Muppets!
The
Who's
fuck
the
do you want
daddy?
me to do? I don't know how to fix the abyssal shit. Go talk to Sarugi.
Well,
That is not my job.
That's
I don't even look
not-
at you or the kid. I just go.
That's not the full concern I have here.
The fuck is your problem?
Have you ever seen a baby with purple eyes?
Hey, do I know that one other person with purple eyes?
You know of a person with purple eyes, yeah.
Well, I know of two, but I know one that doesn't belong. Hey, Mumpets, what color are Theodore's eyes?
Why do you think I said I needed to talk to you?
Again, if you're trying to fix the baby, though, you gotta go to somebody who can.
Dude. No, we have to cross the path of Dewey killed Theodore's child.
That's not my... I'm not the one to make that decision.
It's like killing baby Hitler.
There's like a moral... Not really, because... What?
No,
this
because...
is, right now this is just a normal baby.
And
in this
also,
metaphor.
it's not...
If
It's also...
it's Theodore's child, it's literally baby Hitler.
No.
Well, no.
No,
Like,
we don't know what this baby's
not
gonna become.
every child of bad people becomes bad, you fucking
No, but
piece
its
of
last
shit.
name would have to be the same thing as Theodore. So
What?
Not
No,
necessarily.
that's not how anything works ever. Can I kill
no.
Rakes?
No,
Please?
not today.
Who
Not
wants to
today.
harm an innocent baby?
would you kill baby Rakes?
Yes.
Yes.
So fast. Wouldn't even think about it. Actually, slowly.
If I was in a room with Rakes, Theodore, a gun, and 2 bullets, I'd shoot Rakes twice.
True.
Yes, yes.
Why is the paladin of the Everlight so frequently on the weird side of the moral debacle?
I would say we need to. And this is like killing baby.
No,
Hitler.
it's
know
not
the-
though. Not in any context.
No.
This would be
No,
like
this
killing
is-
Hitler's child.
Yes, this is.
I can
You
just
fucking
see,
idiot.
I can just see the like Steven Universe picture where it's the Everlight with her hand on Rakes' shoulder, like, Rakes, we gotta kill this baby, and he's like, oh man.
Oh damn!
Well, no, it's the Everlights on his shoulder. We don't need to kill this baby, and yet Rakes is still like, oh, we absolutely should, though.
I'm gonna take one step towards.
I never said we should or should it.
Which room is Shugi, and I am not letting this baby go near that thing. What? Point me in Shugi's direction, please.
The other room. There are two
Yeah,
options.
the room across the hall.
They've been in that room the whole time.
I am going to Sarugi with the baby.
All right, you take the baby to Sarugi, and you walk in and you see Sarugi. He's like sitting in a chair with like a group of 100 of these like surgeons in front of him, and he's sitting with his leg crossed, and he goes, and so I tell him, that's not a llama, that's my wife, and they all start losing their shit laughing, and he's like, but the funny part is, never been married. He starts like
Does he start
tearing up.
crying?
Yeah.
Wait, is McGurk in the same room as Sarugi, or was he
No,
with Parnath?
McGurk's with Parnath.
You
Okay,
could
so
have
he's by
followed if you
himself.
wanted, I guess.
Although you can.
Oh yeah, I'm
follow
going
if
in.
you like.
I'm going
All
in.
right, yeah.
Depending on how this ends, I'm about to have 2 in my newfound collection.
Oh my god. Okay, so yeah, you go into the room with Muppets as well.
Sarugi?
You see he like really quickly like wipes the tears out of his eyes. Yeah. Muppets, what's up, man? What's up?
Baby out. Heal the baby. Get the abyss out.
Oh my god, there's the. They put it in the baby?
Yeah, it's still not
They were
whose
gonna-
baby. Because
they
it
were
makes it
gonna-
10
they-
times worse.
They were gonna make a super soldier out of this human by injecting abyss energy into it every like few years or so.
I think they need to wait at least 2 years before they make it to Super Soldier, if you ask me. Poor design.
Oh,
Just kill the baby
terrible.
before we,
Yeah, I got you. And you see Sarugi like takes his hand and puts it on the baby's neck. And as he goes to do it, you see Sarugi like grab his head and scream as he falls to his knees. Oh!
Are you okay? Sarugi?
No! Feels like someone just fucking cut my brain in half. Oh my god. Huh. Yeah. You're not fixing that, kid. I need to go lay down.
I was afraid that was going to be the case with this one. God damn it.
It sucks.
Another mold bypass. The greatest. I'm kidding. McGurk, how much do you know about the Abyss?
I've had a close encounter or 2. I'm definitely not as ardent as Sarugi, but I know demon kind generally pretty well.
What would happen if we let a baby with Abyss in it live?
Well,
What if we took care of it?
That's why I'm asking.
The general trend is one for bad and an evil, but even the most seemingly fetid beings are susceptible to environmental behaviors. Now, I don't think it'll necessarily be a normal participant in society, but it could be a above average citizen of the hells.
I will tell you this, McGurk. This baby's either gonna be the most cracked out thing ever, or the most evil thing ever.
Well,
I think Tarnath should take care of it.
I think that is a terrible idea, but I do agree. All beings have a right to life to a certain extent. This one, at least, has a opportunity. If it does end up evil, it's our responsibility to either kill it later or send it somewhere where its evils are comparatively good. Like I said, hells are a very big place. A demon with a little bit of that mortal fortitude would do quite well down there.
We should get the whole group together before we. This should be a group debate, not a.
Does my symbiote have any reaction to this baby?
I do agree it should be a group debate, but not with Riggs.
No, Riggs can
What
try
I
to
do?
participate.
What did
What
you
do
do?
you
Have you
He might
not
not be
been
here.
here for your entire conversation so far?
I said it was like killing baby Hitler. I didn't say it was. Or we should.
Oh my god.
Zenon,
He just
I would
continues
say
to
that
repeat the
the-
dumbest things possible.
I would say that the arm is pretty dormant as of
Okay.
now.
'Cause
Um,
I don't.
But just to confirm real quick, who all is grouped up right now?
We're
I'm
trying to
with
get
the
everyone grouped up.
puppets, yeah.
All right, so everyone's grouped up.
Everyone was
That's
there.
the
They
goal,
had left
yes.
me in the other room, and Sarugi left saying he had to go lay down.
Yeah.
That's yeah.
So okay. So I will say, Muppets, as I will say, pretty much as you say the words, this should be a group discussion. You hear a familiar noise as everyone except for Tarnath and Sarugi are pulled into a different plane, for lack of a better word. And you see this darkness around you, and you all are standing on this large blue platform. And a woman stands before you all, and you all know her well, Morella, in her full, like, you know, actually looking like a goddess as opposed to her human disguise. And she goes, I couldn't agree more, Mumpets. Let's discuss.
I'm not
I'm
sure this
s-
is what he meant.
Oh,
No,
wait,
it's
of course,
better.
I apologize. And you see she snaps her fingers, and you just see, oh, hey, it's, pops up. Now everyone's here.
Can we get
What about-
Tarnath here as well?
What about
Is Tarnath here?
Tarnath? Yes.
Well, I mean, hold on, you see she, like, opens up a portal. Hey, Tarnath, do you want to come talk about killing this baby?
You know my vote. Also, hundreds of people still to save. Somebody has to do it. Just
They're
fuck
not
off.
going. They're not
Fair
going
enough.
anywhere.
I mean,
no, it's-
we got his vote. He's in favor of killing it.
I just thought, his voice, but I would, it's. I feel like there's a battle here, anyways. So it's like, is your mom available to talk to? I don't think we would hate her opinion.
No, she's having a lengthy discussion with cousin Ches about the family tree. It's odd.
Oh, that's our fault as well.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
of course it is. I'm not surprised.
he's trying to figure out how he's an adopted cousin right now.
Yeah, he's got a whole thing going on.
Well, it's
Maybe-
fine. It's fine.
Either way. So listen, I hate to break this to you, but if Blue Eyes over there, like, broke his brain trying to pull the abyss out of the baby, I don't think you're taking the abyss out of the baby.
I'm fully aware.
Yes, we are aware of these conditions.
So what are we contemplating then?
Keeping it.
Raising it.
The fact that
Okay.
it's a literal baby.
Well, do you know whose baby this is?
Yes, but it is still a baby.
One's parents doesn't make the person.
But
Exactly.
Oh my god, we're getting the Lego Ninjago.
Now
story.
his argument's changing. What is?
Little Ninjago story.
God, I
Yeah.
hate race.
I said Mitsubishi was like killing Hitler as a baby. It was not. That was the.
But it's
that
not
Was the,
actually. It
He's the
never
green
was
ninja.
that. Actually,
We're
Is
raising
my
the
point.
Green Ninja.
okay,
Lloyd.
We're raising Lloyd.
I do believe this child possesses a great propensity for spinjitzu.
is
Can this baby spin?
this
what? No, what?
This guy doesn't know Ninjago
No,
lore.
I don't.
doesn't like Lego stuff like that.
Oh,
Lucky 56-year-old man doesn't watch Ninjago.
I'm not.
Okay.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
No, they were referencing a cartoon. It's
Yeah,
okay.
I know. You know that cartoon originally came out when I was a kid
Yeah, they
Why
were
did you watch
joking.
it?
because
Looney
I
Tunes?
didn't want to watch it. It didn't interest
it's a
me
great
at
show.
all.
Should watch it right now.
No,
You should watch
Got
it
it.
right now.
no.
But anyways,
Stop playing
I
D&D,
know.
Lego Ninjago.
as we're all sitting around here, Morella has kind of asked, like, what are other options you guys say you want to raise the baby?
And she goes, okay, well, that seems all fine and dandy. Let's just see, hypothetically, what would happen. And you see she, like, turns around and summons, like, an hourglass and flips it to, like, have all the sand, run to the bottom, and then she flips it back over to have it drop down. And as it drops down, you see the baby exploding, and it slowly progresses, as if it's growing through a projection. And it becomes this giant dark warrior, standing even taller than Mumpets. Its muscles bulging, wearing this large helm and a suit of armor. She goes, "It's gonna be a pretty big soldier. Let's see what he'd do if we were to keep things on pace." And a little progression thing plays, and you see this soldier fighting alongside you guys until Tyr appears. And Tyr pulls him aside, speaks to him. You see him grab his head, fall to his knees, drop his arms, and then Tyr kind of picks his chin up to look at him and says something to him. The soldier nods, stands back up, grabs his sword, and you watch him, one by one, slaughter a turtle, a Goliath, a Harengon, a lizard folk, a Air Genasi, a couple elves, a halfling, and a kobold. And then you see he continues, town to town, city to city, pillaging, burning, destroying, all with a emblem on his shoulder, which just resembles Theodore. And he stands with, at the end of it all, he stands atop a pile of bodies with a flag, waving in the wind with a picture of Theodore on it. And then, she snaps it away, everything goes back to normal, the baby ends up back in Mumpets' hands. And she whisks herself up a chair to kind of get down to you guys' level, and she goes, "Listen, what you want to do is noble. I get it. But there are too many external forces that would want to get their hands on this child or play a hand in its development, that I just don't see how it would be worth the risk. Tyr,
So
or
you're saying the
any of
child
the
will
gods
never
on
be
his
safe?
side. No,
Sorry.
certainly not.
Are any of us?
That's a fair point.
Yes, the child may have some particular weaknesses for the manipulation of these outer forces, but you show me a normal mortal who isn't easily influenced by Tyr.
Well, I'm
Yeah.
looking at 6 now.
Normal mortal.
Praise be never late.
All right, I'll say 5 because you got the Everlight freak. Then there's another
you know
two
what I
in the
mean by
other room.
normal. Somebody uninitiated from this great balance of the gods and their forces.
Okay.
Homely folk that have nothing to do with this grand scheme of
You
life
see-
we're all wrapped up in.
You see she, twirls her fingers and projects all of Phandalin bustling in the, okay, whatever that was. You see all of Phandalin, bustling and it being lively as ever. And all sorts of people. And she goes, everyone in that town. Every single one.
Totally avid to the influences of Tyr.
Well, it hasn't happened yet, and believe me, he's tried. I mean,
Valiant
literally,
of them.
literally a church of Tyr in Phandalin that got ran out of town because they had no interest in Tyr. Phandalin used to worship Tyr before all of this happened.
Well,
There's
then why?
People that lived in that town for hundreds of years that just don't anymore. They gave up on him.
And what in particular drove them to do this?
Probably the fact that he's backing a genocidal maniac?
Well, clearly,
We've
some
been
people.
backing Tarnath for years.
People, yeah,
Yeah,
hypocrisy
well, he
is
was
this-
omnicidal, not genocidal. He just killed indiscriminately. He's got a weird race thing going on.
Hypocrisy aside, it's evident that there's something about people that gives them logic and reason. And even if you may believe this child may be deprived of it, I feel like it's more the circumstances of its life that decides that, less so its birth.
Oh, I'm not telling you I think it's going to happen. I know it's going to happen. It's fate.
It's meant to be broken.
For heroes, yes.
Who said the baby cannot be a hero?
He is the son of Theodore. He has already been infected by the abyss. Nothing about that child can ever be heroic.
I'm the son of a pirate clan. Am I not doing good with my life?
Were those pirates genocidal maniacs in the pocket of a tyrannical god?
Well, they were a little bit simpler than that, but they certainly killed sailors indiscriminately. We used to sink boats off the coast of Neverwinter and pillage
Thus is
the remains.
Circle of life.
A circle of life. We didn't need to do that. We did that for profit, for money. We weren't starving.
Well,
we lived in
again,
caves.
Thus is the circle of life.
Circle of life is what happens naturally, not what's caused by our hand.
It was ambition, kobold
human
ambition
nature.
that caused this.
Ambition is kobold nature.
Listen,
So,
you don't. And I betray my nature in that I left that life. What I'm trying to say is that the strings of fate can literally be pulled. We've met people who can do it.
Yes.
Tarnath.
And if you think that Tyr is not going to pull those strings once he finds out that this child exists.
How about we just kill Tyr before the child grows up?
Yeah.
Yes, isn't that our whole goal in the first place?
But
what happens if Tyr finds out the child exists before then?
Do we kill him then?
The child is just
You all are not ready to take on a god. With all due respect, you're working on a god. You're not there yet.
Well, if it's a matter of sacrificing this child's life for a petulant matter like our safety, I would rather give it the opportunity and lay down my life. We're heroes. That's the point of what we're doing.
But is it not more than your own safety? The way I see it, you have this, and you see she whips up a scale, and you have the fate of the Sword Coast on one side, the baby on the other. Obviously, one far outweighing the other from her point of view.
I'm not going to prioritize any single life more than any others.
Okay, so you're arguing in favor of a single life as opposed to thousands.
Yes, but it doesn't mean that we keep the baby alive. If we raise the baby, that baby is going to cause the deaths of many. You are showing us a possible reality that is meant to be broken.
I'm showing you what is going to happen. I
At
know
this
my
current
uncle.
moment.
Even if that is a reality that could happen, there's multiple other realities that could happen. Future is ever changing and ever molding.
Let me present you with this then. Let me present you with this then. Are you going to carry the baby with you as you go town to town helping people?
We
Or are
carry
you going
Dorch
to leave
around.
it in... Sure, but Dorch can fight. She's more capable than most of you. She's killed a damn dragon.
Real.
What are you going to do with an
I thought
infant?
they were starting to forget that.
Dorch is unironically a top 4 combatant.
I was saying that we can
She's a
carry
grandma.
around a baby.
I can train it.
Can I please kill Rakes? Oh my god.
The baby is defenseless. You know, for someone who worships the ever light, you are quite dim.
Listen, Rake's inclusion in this conversation may be weakening our side, but the end of the line for me is that I believe the child has an opportunity, no matter what the fates say, and I'm not going to be the one to take these opportunities away from it. And I'm not going to let anybody else do it either.
Then simply answer my question. What are you going to do with the child if you keep it? Because I would love to be wrong. I'm not trying to kill a baby. I'm trying to stop Tyr from getting another weapon.
Can we stash with the Raven Queen?
No, that's a horrible idea.
Yeah, you
I'm
can't
sorry.
send an
It's not-
abyssal baby to
the Shadowfell.
Dude, share
That will further corrupt it.
that will literally
Oh my
that reality that she showed us
Mm-hmm.
1,000 times worse. It doesn't take that long.
I was saying
Give
they
it
don't
10
have
years.
access to it, so I was just saying.
That's not a. Oh my. Can we kick him out of this group talk, please? Please,
I
please.
just want to make it
please.
known. You do know that Tyr and Lady Shaw are in cahoots.
Can we please
You've got-
stop giving the buffoon attention? Do you want to know what my plan is?
Please.
I'm not supposed to be a part of this little traveling band long term. I'm helping them out while their other companion is indisposed. As soon as we get her back, the child will be my responsibility.
No.
I think I'd be okay with that if we're keeping it.
In Phandalin, yes. I don't plan on going anywhere. They say it takes a village.
No. Here's
Wait,
what I'm gonna
I
say.
think
I
that
am.
might actually be a good idea though, because if the baby isn't with us and in some remote place with somebody else,
Then
then
it puts the entire Phandalin at risk. You guys are forgetting whose kid
Exactly.
this is. When Theodore finds out his kid is gone, and he finds out it's in Phandalin, there won't be a Phandalin.
We're already running the risk of Phandalin being erased from the map regardless. It's our headquarters.
He won't touch Phandalin because he doesn't need to. It's out of his worry. He has no reason to touch it because he knows at the end of the day, whoever he sends there will just piss us off, and there's no point in sending one of his lieutenants to piss us off. Theodore's smarter than that. Yeah, Theodore could go do it himself, and piss us off even more? He doesn't want to do that. He understands that this is a long-term game, and Phandalin just speeds up the game. He is better off playing the long term, not the short term. Putting the baby in Phandalin gives him a reason to go to Phandalin. It gives him a reason to destroy Phandalin.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want everything we've built over the last few years to be destroyed?
Oh, that's a fair point, but I don't necessarily have to be in Phandalin. There is other places I can go.
The best chance this baby has is with me or Tarnath.
On the
And
road?
Tarnath is not. Yes. And Tarnath will not take this baby. I'm sorry. It's Tarnath. Tarnath will hear it cry once and it'll just splash or some shit it. That he does not have the tolerance to deal with children under the age of 5. He can barely deal with Ricks.
I have a suggestion.
if that baby is with us, then when we do fight Theodore, then that baby would be vulnerable to when we fight Theodore.
This
I think
is
I
true.
have a new question.
Yes.
Do we even have the capabilities to eliminate this child? I don't know if we do.
Yes.
Well, I mean, yeah, just a quick dagger to the,
Dude, I could cut this baby's. I could cut
you
this
know, just
baby's.
Rugi like died.
I'm
touching-
not going to let this happen.
Well, yeah, he like broke his mind touching it because he tried to remove the curse from it. There's a difference,
Dude.
a big blade.
Dude,
You know,
all we'd
What
have
is
to do is say hike, and I throw the baby, and the baby's done for.
now, I will say, McGurk, you seem very passionate about this. So I'm a-
People should have the opportunity to live.
I do agree. Give me a moment. And you see she snaps her fingers and the rest of the council appears. Mistra, Ches, you see Volgrin, who would appeal to Dusty, the Forge God, or the Forge God. You see Flaris, you see gods you've never even thought of before, all appear with...
Is Makairos there?
Yes, Makairos is there. You see he's wearing this, like, large,
Fuck you, Makairo.
daunting armor. And he looks over and he goes, "Hey, fuck you. Mom, he's being mean." And you hear Mr. go, "Yeah, just ignore him. He's not your problem anymore. Your sister took him. Worry about your patron, or your chosen one, or whatever he's called." And you see Makairos, he like looks over at Rakes and goes, "Oh."
But anyways, Mistra, you can see her hair isn't done. She's got like curlers in her hair. She's wearing a robe, and she goes, "Val, honey, this better be good." She goes, yeah, of course. So they don't want to kill the baby. And you see Makairos goes, "Bullshit! Kill the baby!"
Oh my god.
And you see Mistra goes,
Jeez.
"Makairos, you settle down. Just think about the puppies." And you see Makairos, she's like ready to like bounce off the walls, and he goes, "Okay, mom." And he like takes a deep breath and closes his eyes. "Thank you. Do they have a plan at least?" And you see Morella, she goes, "Yeah, the kobold wants to take him." And you see Flaris go, "Darling, no. Kobold can't raise a soldier. That's not how kobolds work. You're fun little critters. You do your fun things, not the parenting thing."
Miguel,
Yeah,
you know I love you, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Not like that, but you know I like you.
You haven't crushed my skull, which is a far better fate than most.
I'm still alive.
They're right about you not being able to raise this baby.
Well, I know I might not be able to directly, but I can at least ensure its safety in some regard. I have a
Yes.
family, you know.
I actually have a suggestion, which is kind of why I called everyone here. Gurk, how would you feel about relocating?
Depends on the location.
You want? You see, she like does a head count. This many roommates?
How big is the house?
I've got plenty of room. Don't you worry. You'll be fine.
Yes, that would be acceptable, but I do believe I have some business to finish down here on the regular.
Oh yeah.
terms
Not
first.
not right this second. Once you guys figure out the whole Sushana thing, we'll do that. But the point is, we as gods and goddesses, we can't raise a kid. I mean, and look at Aletheia over there. You see how Mistra does, and you see Aletheia, the cloud goddess. She's like staring off into the abyss, like, I think I see a puppy.
I have noticed this
Into the
family-
abyss? Like,
Sorry, not
actually,
the abyss, the darkness. The darkness.
that word means something
I'm
now,
sorry,
Miller.
I
It's
keep
your fault.
forgetting. She's staring into the darkness, not literally the abyss.
Jesus, I was like, why is Sushana here?
I told him in this episode.
Oh.
No, Sushana Wilson, go back. Get more mouse bites.
Oh.
But anyways, you see Morella, she continues, she goes, we could give you the housing and protection and everything. We just need someone to do the nanny stuff, for lack of a better term.
Damn.
I am willing to do this myself, but I might know some people that are a little bit more qualified in my stead.
Who would that be?
There's a small family of dwarves that live in a small village just south of Icewind Dale.
See, Mistra, she cracks a smile and she goes, yes, I'm familiar.
Yeah.
I've read
Yes.
your file, McGurk. I know where this is going.
If there was anybody in the world I was confident in coming to their doorstep and saying, here, child of evil, born of the abyss and the most heinous man who ever lived, I need you to take care of it so that it does not wreak havoc on the mortal planes, they're the only people who would accept without a second question.
Well, if you're confident in their abilities to handle raising a child, then I don't see why not. And we
I
can,
believe in no one more.
well, take care of protection for the family. They don't have to come up here with us. They can stay down in their little home, and we'll just keep an eye out.
Very good. Yes, very, very good.
Alrighty, it's settled. In the meantime, would you like us to take the baby, or would you like to hand deliver it yourself?
I think it would be best if you handled that. They might appreciate the presence of a child, but I don't think they're the type of people to appreciate the presence of all of us.
Sure.
can
Well,
Take
I mean, I
McGurk
could.
with to deliver it.
I was gonna say we could just kind of pluck you for a moment, drop you off, you do your thing, and we could bring you back and make it take no time. I mean, we
Oh,
can
yes,
literally
that would-
manipulate time.
That would be fine, yes. That would be fine.
All right. So we'll just say like, just say like real quick. Just gonna turn this down because I don't have music prepared for this. Obviously, we'll just say, McGurk, you are pulled out of this area, and you are dropped off on the doorstep. Not literally the doorstep, but right outside of the home of the dwarves you had mentioned, with the baby, obviously.
Gonna take a deep breath in, deep breath out, and walk toward and knock on the door.
You walk toward the door, and as it opens, you see a dwarven man, a little bit on the older side. He kind of looks down. He goes, "What can I help you?"
Do believe your wayward associate has temporarily returned.
McGurk! Well, I'll be. Well, you're looking a little different.
I've had a few in-betweens. You remember about 3 or 4 years ago when I said I was going on as short of a trip as I could manage?
Oh, I take it that trip wasn't very short.
No, it took me to a couple dimensions where I'm fairly certain time was so dilated if I hadn't been keeping track of the stars themselves, I wouldn't have any idea what year it even is. But I have a bit of a preposition for you and the missus.
Oh, of course.
How is she, by the way?
Oh, she's wonderful. She's in there making dinner. You're welcome to
Good.
stay if you'd like.
I'm afraid I'm a little bit preoccupied. I'm not very,
Understandable.
not ready to break that promise I made before I left, so keep this between us. But
No, understood.
let me get on to my preposition here. I have a child.
Oh, McGurk, you dog!
No, I have not found any fancy of the female species yet. Don't worry, it's not mine. It is.
Did you find out how to reproduce with another man? Because if so, good on you.
No, my experiments in that regard have not rendered any success. But anyway, listen. It's the child of Theodore.
Well, it's a fella from New Gracia?
Yes, and it has been infused with the power of the Abyss. Did I ever tell you about the Abyss?
Oh, yeah, that's where the demonic fellas came from, yeah?
Some of them, the particularly nasty ones. The point is, this child was found in a less than child-friendly location. It was rather grotesque.
Oh, God.
We're looking
Don't tell me he was in Secumba.
Oh, no, nothing that bad.
Oh, thank the gods.
Yes. However, this child is going to need some people that are particularly good at the parenting game. You will have oversight. I don't think the oversight will ever really be direct to you, but these people can ensure your safety far better than I ever could when I lived here. But you have to take the child. I don't suspect you'll say no.
It's a human child, right?
Mostly?
Oh, I age pretty quickly. Yeah, we can handle him.
Yes,
I
it'll
see
be
the little
like
fella.
Before summers for you here. I don't think he has a name.
Won't you name him?
I think he looks like a Azure.
Alrighty. I'll go with that. I like it.
I wonder if the gods foresaw that. But,
You just get like a whisper in your ear from Mister, and she's like, "No, that was totally unexpected. I thought you were going to say Heracles."
Maybe I
Would
had
have been a
bit
little
of
too on the
different
nose.
flash of inspiration than you. But that does remind me, keep it away from any snakes. For the snake's sake.
Alrighty.
Well, I can feel my friends slowly falling asleep back in their predicament, so I think I might have to disband once more. Just to give you a short update with the time I do have, with the trajectory we're on with these newfound flung friends of mine, I suspect by next summer I may be able to return. But don't hold your breath.
Well, I'm not going swimming anytime soon, so I wasn't planning on it.
Excellent. Yes, I just heard Dusty cough. I believe it's time for me to return.
Alright.
It has been wonderful.
And with that, you get pulled back in, and I will say at this point, everyone gets snapped back into the room with Tarnath. Back into the, the factory of hell.
So they're back in the factory. They had walked out of the room I was in. Did I know they were, like, gone at all?
I would say, given that Morella, when she does that, the whole pulling everyone away thing, there tends to be a little musical cue. You would have heard that and just known.
I
would say it's a music-
Discord ringtone?
Kind of, yeah. I mean,
Well, all
it was
the
one
gods
the
have
music I
this.
started playing.
I know.
Yeah.
I can tell. If it's a god I've met, I can tell which one is showing up when he changes the music.
Yeah. Geek's the only one that's picked up on that.
It's like
But anyways,
wrestler theme songs. You gotta learn quick. Gotta know who's showing up.
Everyone is back with Tarnath. And I will say, like, they put Morella puts everyone back in the room with Tarnath. So they all just kind of appear babyless.
Oh, good. You decided to kill it, huh?
No.
No, it has been. How do I say this in a word that you would like? It has been disposed of.
Oh, so you chose not to kill it. So what group of people did you decide to get killed?
Well, dwarves.
You do know you just sentenced them to die, right?
Pessimistically, maybe, but I have a little bit of faith left in me.
Their gods are gonna watch over them and help protect them.
Okay.
Look, I wanted it to stay with us, but they went biting.
That would have been a horrible idea.
I just didn't want to kill the baby. And yes, of all people, I was the one who didn't want to kill the babies, along with Dusty McGurk and Zenon. But all the kill-hungry people we have in this group,
Wait, wait.
I stepped up.
Rakes was the only one to
No.
argue in favor of killing the
No.
child.
No.
Was
Rakes
anyone
argu-
arguing in favor of
No,
killing the child?
Rakes was accidentally giving reasons on why we should kill the child.
No, I
vague
said
with-
no. I was not. I was just making bad suggestions of where to put the baby.
Dude, you wanted to leave it with the Raven Queen.
Cause they,
But you wanted to leave.
I forgot about Star.
I'm
Yes.
fairly certain the Raven Queen can't take care of herself.
Yeah. You've
They've
been to the
insisted-
Raven Queen's house. That's
Yeah, she has assisted. You know what I'll do?
She's an alcoholic.
Okay, alcoholics can be parents too.
Not good
oh my
ones.
god.
I was gonna say, is that not consistency?
We're-
I just
awful.
want to kill Rakes
Sorry.
so bad.
Do you have fetal alcohol syndrome, Rakes?
I
No.
don't. I'm not sure there's another being in the universe I want to kill as much as I want to kill rakes.
Here.
Not even Tia.
At this point, no.
Character development from Tornath.
I don't think that's what that is. I still want to kill Tyr. Rakes is just a bigger enemy of the universe.
No.
What use are you? Walking around being fucking stupid?
What use are you? Damn.
I'm used to the everlight.
To be fair, we'd have no one to fill that void if he was gone.
We
It's a
don't.
good void to have.
Yes.
Don't need one.
And what have you
Yes,
and what the fuck has your third-rate god done to help anyone?
I mean,
I will admit the negotiations got shaky every time you spoke up, man.
Everything
I'm
gets
usually
shaky every
rather-
time everywhere he is a problem.
I'm usually rather optimistic, but that was
Dude.
we had me worried there, Rakes.
We
You had me
every
really
time
worried.
we were winning the argument against the gods. You'd speak, and we'd be at ground zero again, dude. Dude, we would be like, they were like starting to think about it, and then it was, oh, we can just leave them with Raven Queen, and
It was a matter of child
everyone.
safety, Rakes. It was a matter of child safety.
Oh gods.
well, I don't have children of my own, so I don't know what to do with the child.
Good.
don't. You are the last person in this group who can have a child and raise it properly.
It was never the plan.
Good.
I would
Your
trust Tanya
bloodline needs to
fight.
stop.
I would trust Tanya to
Just-
fight you
just
if I
end
trust
it.
you. Tanya,
You've ended too many of those, Tornath.
I'll end another one. I plan to.
There you go.
I guess I don't plan to end that other one because you guys want to keep it alive for some reason. That's
great
a
answer.
choice.
look,
Child?
There's more than one way to end a bloodline.
Yeah, you just make them disappear in a fight.
No, you change,
Keep got it.
you change them so irrevocably, nobody recognizes it as the same.
You know, you can literally see the abyss on that child,
Yeah.
right?
You know
It
what
is
they say
not
about
going to be
the-
possible to not recognize that.
You know what they say about the abyss, Darneth? It stares back at you.
Bam.
Yeah, in anger before you lock it away again. Can't believe I have to do this twice. How many more people do I have to heal still?
You're at the last couple at this point.
Cool. I'm just
So
gonna
we'll
try to
just
shoo
say-
everybody away while I finish up things that matter.
Yeah, you guys get shooed out. So where do you go after Tarnath kind of shoos you away?
Oh, I
I'm
believe
still
there's.
burning the fucking place down.
Yeah, well,
Side an option.
Shouldn't we get the people out first?
I know. I was about to say. I feel like we still have some people to triage.
Yeah.
Oh yes,
Okay,
he's still
okay.
healing people. Let's crush the building on top of them.
Yes.
Save the evil baby, but not the perfectly non-evil people.
Well, I'm making plans. I'm not actually doing it yet.
You're like actively starting a fire.
Just go wait.
I will say, as you guys are kind of, getting shooed out, you hear a commotion coming from the room across the hall, where Sarugi was like helping people.
I'm gonna walk over there.
All right, you walk over there, and you notice as you walk in, this room it's loud. There's a bunch of people cheering and talking, and you notice that like the people from the cages have found their way in here as well. And you hear at the front, "Hey everyone, play a game. Name everything you love about Tsurugi Raiko. I'll go first. Everything!" And they all like lose their shit, applauding, cheering. Like people are like throwing their masks up in the air, like losing their minds.
Very same.
And then Tsurugi looks back at you guys and goes, "Guys, I might have accidentally started a cult.
Well,
Might have.
then since you're running, since you're leading the
that was
cult,
an accident, man.
since you're
I
leading
just
the
told them
cult,
stuff about me, and they started to really like me. I love
You're
this
the
shit,
only one
man.
that they know.
I know, it's awesome. They don't know that other people are cool too. They just think I'm the best. Well, they know I'm the best.
Muppets, please speak up and say something that will end this horrible mess.
Shugi, you lead a cult. Do you want them to all die?
No, not at all.
Then get them the fuck outside!
All right, all right, everyone, with me. And you see, he like jumps
Thank
down
you,
off, like
Muppets.
literally standing on a soapbox. He jumps down and starts walking out, and they all follow like in tow with him. And he goes, "All right, everyone, don't forget to grab your coats." And they all just stare at him blankly. He's like, right.
No coats.
Oh, you see, he just like, I got this. Opens a dimension door, and you hear a voice come through the dimension door, and you go, "All sales are final, she. You can't return this shit, she." And he goes, "All right, I'm just gonna," and he just starts like ripping coats off of a rack and passing them out to people. And you hear, "Hey, you got to pay for those, she." And Tsurugi pops his head and goes, "Nuh-uh." And he snaps the dimension door closed.
I'm gonna turn us down.
I cannot believe we had Chekhov's freakish halfling. Came full circle. If
What
I
can I
can
say?
believe this.
Oh, but he hands out the coats to everybody, and they all follow him outside. And as Tsurugi opens the door, you hear, "Hey, it's the drink cart guy." And he just continues out with his horde of hundreds of people. What do the rest of you do?
I'm making fucking plans, bro.
Well,
Okay.
have I gotten all of the...
Yeah, I would say by this point you've gotten it handled.
I'm gonna go finish searching this building, make sure there's no other people. No. I don't know, anything useful?
Investigation roll.
Cool.
Can I also look around?
One for the whole
Yeah.
building, or like...
Just in
Multiple.
general, just a overall investigation roll.
14.
All right.
21.
Mumpets, I will say you find more prisoners. You know, more people that have been experimented on. You find some people that, unfortunately, are just too far gone. Like, literally, you cannot save. And then Tarnath, you find schematics, you find blueprints, you find books with information. You find pretty much everything this building has to offer in terms of the research Theodore was doing,
Cool, I'm taking all of it.
as I assumed.
Yeah.
And I will say after, you know, a couple minutes of searching, you know, the rest of the party, I would say you probably helped them out with that. You know, Mumpets probably is like breaking open cages and you guys are ushering people out and things of that nature. And McGurk or someone was probably up with Tarnath getting the books. And eventually you guys are able to leave the building with all of the test subjects, all of the victims.
Can we burn it down now?
We definitely will, but I just want to pose a question to everybody before we forget. Do we want to wait for the overseers to show up? That tiefling said they show up around midnight.
I mean,
Ooh.
we can burn it down and then kill them when they show up.
Or
Yes,
sit there and
well,
wait for them to show up.
Yes, I two ways of going about it. We either show a force, burn it down, kill them when they show up, or we act like everything's normal, then jump them when they get inside. Element of surprise.
I like the jumpy idea.
Are we talking in front of
And then we
the
kill 'em.
abyssal beings that are in the front gate?
Yeah.
They probably
They're
already know we
unmoving.
were here.
Okay.
Well,
still
fair
jump
enough. Just-
Somebody tell Rakes why he's stupid.
It wouldn't be jumping them. They would have us at a more opportune location if we get cornered. It's a good point. It's a gamble. I'm sure we're strong enough to take them head to head, but if we want to get the element of surprise, we might try. Because metagaming, that could lead to the surprise condition, which lets us get a free round of combat.
You get there, McKirk? You just kind of
Yes. What do you mean?
Really wish you guys could see my face right now.
Turn on your fucking camera, dude.
I'm not going to. I don't look acceptable. But man, my eyes just rolled out of the back of my head.
What? Why?
You and your Dylan moment.
What? They weren't getting it. They weren't getting it.
I know, Sam. It's okay. It's okay.
I'm crushed by my ability to stay in character.
But anyways, what do you guys plan to do? Are we going with the element of surprise? Are we gonna burn shit down? What's the plan?
I stand by the element of surprise is gone, but if you want to try that, be my guest.
So I'm surprised to be broken place down.
I say if we want to handle this democratically and take a vote, we can. It doesn't faze me much either way.
Eyes. We can Lincoln Park burn it down.
I don't see any parks
fuck's a
around
Lincoln
here.
Park?
I don't. I mean, we're the tundra.
All right, hold him down.
No, I just
Hold 'em down.
stare at rakes and fireball the fucking building.
Yeah.
Yeah. The building, you see it
Yeah.
whoosh, erupt into flames, and it, you're a snap, crackle, and pop. And I will say, as that
fucking
happens,
Keebler elves.
you see Ches. He pulls out a pair of sunglasses, and he's like staring at the building, and he goes, "Wow, dudes, it's lit."
I can't deal with you. Fill the mug with hot chocolate again.
I got enough for all you dudes. And you see he just like starts literally like rapid fire, just starts like
So-
handing them out to everybody, and eventually everyone
Is
gets
his
one.
like
I'm gonna
thing
pass my
of
vote.
hot chocolate?
Okay, anyone that doesn't take one doesn't get one, but everyone else.
I want
Is
hot
his
chocolate.
thing of hot chocolate like Thor's giant not decanter, but you know, what the fuck? The thing of endless ale that Thor has.
Pretty much, yeah.
Cool.
Endless hot
Well, I
chocolate.
was definitely picturing the weird hot chocolate machine from Polar Express.
That makes more
I mean,
sense.
that's
Whoa,
Okay,
we got it. Yeah,
you know
we
what?
got it.
All right, you know what? Retcon. Instead of Ches handing them out, you see he like snaps his fingers and portals open, and tiny Keebler, or I'm sorry, tiny Cheses jump out and start like dancing around and throwing the cups at people, and are like handing them out. They start singing songs, and then eventually everyone has one.
Oh god, this GIF is on Discord. This GIF is on Discord, thank goodness.
Oh no.
But yeah, eventually everyone ends up with one. And as we're all sitting here, do you guys so are we planning on waiting for the overseers? Is that the plan here?
Yeah.
It's gonna be like the end of the thing. We're just hanging out next to the fire, but instead of alcohol, it's hot chocolate.
Give me one moment.
Are some of you still wanting to go with the surprise element? Because we can do both. I know the fire's already started, but we can do both. Since I guess we're referencing other pop culture, I guess I can in character. We can just do the Avengers Infinity War thing. Just one of us sits here waiting for them to show up. The rest of you hide and jump out and attack them later.
I never watched Infinity War.
That doesn't surprise me.
Yes, I was at home.
With the dwarves.
So, yeah,
With the dwarves.
Yes.
No, that is a good plan, though. We should definitely all hide in the snowbank, and you can sit out here in our farm.
I would say
Great,
sit
I
on here
love
because I have disadvantage on stealth. I will give our position away immediately.
Rake would also be the least assuming.
That is, this is true, actually.
Rakes would
And threatening.
also You have the least.
I was gonna say he's the least
Orpharm.
threatening. Yeah, we really want that thing to Orifam.
Breaks.
I'm not trying to overfarm. I could just be sitting there eating a fucking sandwich.
I need you to look in my eyes, Breaks. Could you sell this moment? Could you?
I have plus
sell
on intimidation,
a
so
moment?
You have a plus to intimidation is certainly a way to say things.
Take my hand. No, take my hand. Look at me.
Okay.
I need you to make the absolute most of this opportunity.
Okay.
If you fuck it up, you die. I guarantee.
Think of all the horrible.
I don't care that Miller says no.
Today. Think of all the horrible, the dead children, the mechanized tieflings. You put all of that rage and bent up righteous indignation, and you tell those cretins when they show up the deepest truth of your soul. And if you don't, God help you.
God,
Dude.
Maybe.
Yeah,
No, you're going to need multiple.
The Everlight won't be enough.
It's not that one.
Riggs, I'm just gonna say this. There was a lot of aura farming you could do here. Dude, there's like
You have your moment. Don't fuck it up.
We say you have no aura. You can change that agenda, or you could just prove us right by saying the stupidest shit ever. Which might result in Tornath killing you for killing his aura moment.
True.
After Mumpets finishes, Sarugi walks over to you, Rakes, and he puts a hand on your shoulder and he goes, "You know how people, when you're growing up, tell you to be yourself? I need you to do the opposite of that in this moment. I don't know, who's someone cool? Do you know any cool people?
Mumpets, put your hand down.
I want to see who he thinks is cool. Who do you consider to be cool, Rakes?"
I consider you cool.
Yeah.
The Everlight.
Okay,
Oh, we're screwed.
No, someone else.
Okay,
No,
can we-
I want to watch him embarrass himself.
Can we-
It'll be funny.
Okay, but what about like cool in like a mortal sense, like someone who isn't third-rate deity?
The Everlight in their human form.
Oh my god. Okay.
I literally hate this guy so much. I'm not.
No,
gonna-
let's go hide.
Do you think your wife is cool?
Apparently not actively, though. Incredible.
All right, so you all go hide in the snowbank, and I'm just gonna say like Ches comes with you, and he's like sitting there huddled with you. He's like, "You guys really think that this dude can like pull this off?"
I
No.
make him fill up my hot chocolate again. Just no.
Riggs,
Well, in that case, so you see he pulls out like a bottle of brandy and pops off the top and pours that in with your hot chocolate.
Yes.
Well, I'm gonna go find a rock.
So wait, do we,
All right.
do
Can
we need
I
to be
just
rolling stealth then?
Can
No,
I just
I'm just gonna say
cast-
there's a big enough bank where you guys are good.
Okay.
Can I help him and give him like a cool rock? I have mold earth as a cantrip. Can I
was
just
gonna
make
sit
a
on the
cool
with
rock?
The flames
Sure.
behind me. Put my sword in the fucking ground.
Sure, yeah.
He's off to a good start.
And I'm gonna wait there, patient like I'm fucking Thanos.
Nope.
All right.
Try again.
Yep.
You're not.
That's what he does. He waits.
Yeah, he stole
All right.
that from Strange. Strange did it first.
So Rakes, you're waiting,
Mhm.
and eventually you see three men dressed in lab coats approach you, and they eventually, they get over to you, and you hear one of them in the front go, "You, did you do this?
You got a problem with that?
Who are you? Our
I am.
research, our work. Do you know what you're doing?"
I know exactly what I'm doing. I am the warrior of the Everlight. You have torn these people to shreds. You have corrupted them beyond imagination. And I am here to redeem them. And so are those fuckers, but
No! No!
And as you say that, you see the three of them look over to the snowbank.
with their
And I'm
distraction,
just gonna-
I'm gonna fucking take my sword and stab one in the head. They're distracted.
I will say you stab one in the head. He dies.
Make him roll. Make him roll. Make him
Oh
roll.
yeah, no, you gotta
I'll
make
give
him
this.
roll.
Okay,
He
Rakes,
ruined the
roll.
entire plan. He
Roll,
doesn't just
roll,
get to
roll.
have what he wants.
Yeah,
Fuck him.
Rakes,
The point was to
roll to
distract
hit.
them.
Roll to hit.
So
roll to
that
hit.
the entire group got advantage on them, not so you got an attack. Oh my god, he didn't understand.
Hey,
the
that's a
plan.
nat 20.
Okay, yeah,
Oh
you
my
kill
God.
you
Oh
kill
my-
one. You see a second one. He stares at the bank with his eyes squinted like,
Hey,
What are you
Miller, I have
talking
a
about?
second attack.
okay, hold on. I'm not done.
Okay.
The second one is staring off to the side, and the third one immediately snaps his fingers and disappears.
Whoa.
Hey,
To
Yep.
the second one, do you want to attack him?
yeah,
All right, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. Roll to
And-
hit.
that's a 25.
Yeah, I mean you kill him too. You kill two of them, but a third one got away.
I apologize with the third one.
I'm popping grades.
Yeah, you're in.
I
As this
just
is going on, you guys
ripped the
see-
bottle of brandy out of the god we're sitting next to's hands and just start chugging it.
Hold on. You see, he like pulls it down.
character.
He pulls the brandy down and he just shakes his finger and he reaches into his bag and pulls out something even harder. I don't know what that would be. I'm not an alcohol guy, but he just pulls out like the
Fair.
hardest liquor you can imagine and hands it to you.
Vodka.
Just
Yeah, straight vodka. He pulls out straight
Oh,
vodka.
I just start. Yeah, no, just
I was gonna say he pulls
it's
it out.
not gonna
Anyone
matter,
else?
but
Anyone else? Vodka? Going once?
Yes.
I don't
just-
drink.
Hands you one, McGirt.
Yeah,
Dude,
thank you.
dude,
Thank you.
respectfully, if I was drunk with what I'm about to do,
I
we
just
would be
lo-
down in wakes.
yeah.
Have you thought that, our name is being told as these, like, one escape so our tail can live on?
Yeah,
so
now
that the
they
tail
know-
can live on and they can go get Theodore, tell Theodore that we have his kid and destroy Phandalin because you're a
They
fucking
don't know the
idiot.
kid. They could have thought we killed the kid.
They know
think
the
that
kid
leads
is no
to the
longer
same-
okay.
I think that it's the same outcome. Oh my god.
Really?
Wakes. Wakes.
I just stare
You
up
were-
at the sky and Mistra, are you sure?
You literally see Mistra appear and she's face palming, and you see the rest of the gods, her
Oh,
kids,
Right.
also face palming.
I
They're
just
all
point
like
at
pinching the bridge
Makairos.
of their nose.
Are you sure he's the one?
He was the only one left.
We can find another one.
Please. Oh my god. God, please. Find
All
a new
right.
one.
Mumpets, I'll let you start on the rakes killing. Jeez. No. Okay.
Wakes.
Yes.
You were starting off so good. You
Yeah.
were,
Yeah,
for
okay.
your sake,
Alright,
you were
yeah.
oil farming.
Okay.
You then decided, hey, how can I fuck this up to a point where it's irredeemable?
Okay.
Now,
So next
What
time,
are
don't
those-
give away your position. Got it.
no!
Okay, got it.
What was the point of us hiding? Tell me. Well,
That's a good question.
So you could attack them in plain sight because, hey, there could be multiple of them. So let's just throw away the opportunity of killing all of them at
So
once.
I was kind of not expecting 3 of them. I was only expecting like 2. So that was kind of like the idea.
But then
And
you
then
saw
I-
What if the
three.
other
So
second
you
one-
just
Yeah, I
didn't
saw three.
change your
And then
plan
My
because
brain
you're
my brain
stupid?
didn't know what to do with the third one, so it's kind of like,
I have a question for you.
yeah, what's up?
What is the only thing worse than complete failure? Wasted potential.
I'm just gonna look at the group. Should I give him the? I just point at my smart. Is it Bobby?
No, no, it won't help.
It might.
No, he needs, dude. How does the Everlight allow you to worship them?
Because they're all about redemption. If I keep fucking up, I can, I can redeem myself eventually.
How many fuck ups do you need to have?
I mean, well, there's my wife. There's my friends.
Whoa!
There's the fuck up with my wife, like why she we're separating. That not my wife. My
Oh.
wife is lovely. My friends.
Wait, so you're getting divorced?
No. That's not
You
happening.
said you and your wife are
You just said
separating.
you were just you guys were
Separate
separated.
doesn't mean divorce. It just means right now.
Yes, it
blood is
does.
in my face right now. That's all.
I don't blame her. I don't want to either.
Yeah, but you're stuck with me. Okay. The gods have stuck me with you, so that's your problem.
Morella,
The
please.
gods
Please.
really don't care about
Please.
you. As I say
No,
that,
but they've stuck me with you.
my
so-
eyes are gonna. Hey, I think Mumpets might be the only person who's gonna know what just happened. My eyes are gonna turn fully black, and I'm gonna dimension door and leave before I kill this
Why didn't you
idiot.
fucking counterspell that? Like he.
Can I please go with you, please?
Because- no.
Please.
I'm not. I'm gone. I'm out. I'm dipping. I'm out.
Can I just look up? Is Morella still in the sky?
No, she's gone.
I'm just gonna look up. Morella, please just let me do this for once. I haven't asked for a lot. I just saved a fucking child over the devil. Please give me one free kill.
I'll say,
Please.
while all this is going on, Tsurugi has opened a dimension door to Phandalin and is like ushering all of the survivors and whatnot there.
I'm carrying a dead child in my pouch.
What? I'm not there. I'm not there.
Can I see the dead child real quick?
Yes, here. I think I was planning to bury it whenever we got to a suitable location.
I
But this whole
need an example.
it's this whole.
Oh, no. What do you mean?
This can be good. This
I'll
cannot be
point out
good.
this isn't just a child. This is an infant. This is a baby. So
This is a newborn. I don't. What do you plan on doing here?
Just give me the baby.
Okay.
It's already dead. It's already dead.
Well, I know. It deserves a burial.
I don't know. Just give him the baby.
Do the right thing, come on, Pitts. Do the right thing.
It's
Don't throw this baby at Rakes. Don't throw this baby at Rakes. Do the right thing. Don't throw a fastball. Do not throw a fastball.
I have mold earth too. I could make you something to throw.
Please. Please let it be something that can just take him out forever.
Yeah, hold on. What I think
Going
mold earth is a like, what's the max radius on that? How big of a cube of stone can I make?
as this is happening, Rakes, you feel hands on your shoulders as Chez is like, "Listen, dude, we gotta get you out of here before they kill you." And Chez just like
Tell me.
picks you up, and the two of you disappear and reappear in Phandalin.
I just want you to know, like, right before they disappeared, whatever McGook made me just goes flying.
Yeah, it's like literally by a half second misses hitting Rakes.
It's not like a small rock. It's like...
That
It's
was
like
a
a
cube
piece
of
of
ice.
earth.
That was a cube of ice.
Yeah.
5 by 5 feet.
So I'll say, like I said, Tsurugi's kind of ushering everyone into Phandalin. Tarnath has gone God's knows where. The Rakes has been taken. What do the rest of you do?
He's been taken. What?
He's been taken to Phandalin by Chez. He's been removed from the situation.
Why there? Chez can't be that dumb.
Because that's where everyone's going.
We're going home.
We're going home.
All right.
Why?
You all go to Phandalin, and
Why?
that is
All right.
where we are going to end our session. From the perspective of the party. However, what you guys don't see
Oh no.
is we are taken to a large palace in the heart of New Gracia. And as we get there, you can hear a fireplace, and there's a frantic set of footsteps running down a hallway. And this pair of footsteps, it's a young man dressed in fine clothing, and he eventually catches up to the person here you can hear walking now, which is Theodore. And he catches up to him and grabs him by the arm and says, Lord Falshade, I have news from the outpost in the Icewind Dales." And Theodore, he turns his head and he goes, "Well, of course, please, share." Well, you see, sir, it would seem that the facility is gone. And Theodore, who looks, cheery for a moment, his facial expression drops and he goes, "What? The facility, it's no longer functioning." "What do you mean it isn't functioning? Someone did, and he does an explosion with his hands. And Theodore picks this guy up by the collar of his shirt and slams him against the wall and goes, "I need more details. What about the secret project?" That's a bit above my pay grade, sir. I don't know what you're referring to." And Theodore takes his hand and crushes the guy's head against the wall, and he, drops to the floor dead. "Interns."
You didn't tell him about it, dipshit.
You see, I guess you guys don't see, is he's grasping his fist, and the scientist that escaped walks over, and he goes, "Lord Falshade, I went back and investigated the rubble after the assailant had left, and the child is gone, sir." And again, what you guys don't see is Theodore go from anger to pain to sadness as he drops to his knees and begins to weep in his hands. And the scientist just kind of stands there awkwardly and goes, is there anything I can do, sir?" And Theodore takes his hand and snaps, and the guy disintegrates. And he stands back up and wipes the tears from his eyes. "No one gets to see me like that. No one. I must inform Tyr immediately." And he turns around and storms up a flight of stairs. Is that is where our session will end for real this time.
Peak cinema. Peak cinema. Peak cinema.
Geek is mad.
I was gonna say I'm getting very conflicting responses.
You said it to
I always
me,
have fun,
not the session. I can tell you that now.
Miller, everything you did is correct. Other than the fact that you keep pretending, even though literally every being in the universe wants me to kill him, that I can't kill him.
Well, I can't advocate for party-on-party violence.
I guarantee I don't even need to use a spell.
You can hear.
But I can't. I'm not going to.
You don't have to
Listen,
advocate for it. Just let it slide.
Let him cook. He'll come around eventually.
Dude, he just
I have tried to let him cook 7 times.
Name all 7.
Well, twice today. So, literally every session, we give him a chance to cook, and somehow, every time, the worst possible outcome happens.
It really is. It really is.
Have you thought maybe that's character?
We are not. We are
If
not in a
that's
good
your character,
situation
it
right
doesn't
now.
deserve to exist. You just got everyone in Phandalin killed.
No.
We
Oh, we did so
can't
this.
stop this.
Counterpoint.
Counterpoint. Can I just... Okay, before the session
I'm
ends,
gonna be
can
so
I
fucking
just
real.
deliver rakes to Theodore and say it was all him and just leave?
I cannot allow that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, next session I'm fireballing rakes. I don't fucking care.
Can I write a letter to Theodore?
No. No.
Theodore.
Guys, you're supposed to be a team of family. Rakes is your brother.
I am not
Oh,
related
hey,
to that.
I'm
man.
Miller,
adopted.
I think, well,
I'm adopted.
that also, but I think real life experiences across the board for a lot of people in this group make you learn that just because you're family doesn't mean you need to stay that way, and you can cut them out of your
You're
life
not-
and be
you're
better
not
off
like
for
blood
it.
family. You're found family.
Which makes it
That's the
even
good side of
easier to
family.
cut them out.
All right,
Yeah.
I'm Grayson. Try it here, man. But with that, session over.
It was-
do
Yeah,
we-
I caused pain to Theodore inadvertently, but he caused pain to him.
You did make Theodore cry. This
Yeah.
is true.
Yeah.
For 7 seconds.
Well,
Yeah,
that you
and then
saw.
Each
Then he
tear
was a
that
little
fell is like 7 million people that you care about dying, and that's all your fault.
I don't know 7 million people.
Fucking guy.
That doesn't mean you can't have empathy for them.
I hope he drags you around and shows you all the people he kills because of your decision right there.
I feel like I'm having a hernia, but in my brain.
All right, I can't kill Rakes. I'm killing Rakes' wife in front of Rakes. You get to pick one, Miller. One of the things is happening. You decide. You decide, Miller. This is your decision. One of them is happening next week. Figure it
What
out.
is this fucking epic rap battles of history?
Yes.
Rap battles of history.
Great!
Something
His wife!
Oh God.
I'm sorry, but Rakes would get walked. Because every time I put Rakes in a
That
moment,
dropped my knees. That's what would happen. I'd just be like, okay, kill me.
It's like, have you guys seen the video where it's epic rap battles of history? Hitler versus my dad.
My
You get it,
dad!
Daddy? I agree with everything you had to say.
What the
It would just
fuck?
be that, but this is why I fucking divorced you. That's the whole battle.
No, I feel
and you know what?
like
You'd win.
What
You'd
the
win
fuck?
right there.
Right.
it would be like Riggs versus his wife, but like the panel for his wife is just empty.
And somehow the silence.
doesn't exist.
You get two verses from Rakes and then like 45 seconds of uninterrupted silence
Like-
twice. And somehow the silence still wins.
No, the Riggs bar is like, yo, I miss you.
Well, no, Rakes, it's like the fat black guy with the guitar where he's like, I love you, bitch. I'm never gonna stop loving you, bitch.
Oh God.
No, but I would like I know we're doing a lot of reflecting on today's session, particularly one player on this session, but I just want to appreciate the true cinematic beauty that is setting up a surprise attack by going, and I am sure to avenge them, and so are they.
I was trying to share the credit, guys.
Listen,
The
okay.
entire point of being the guy that they saw was that you weren't going to get any of the credit. You were going to stand there and watch all of your friends take the credit and kill them all.
Geek literally used a Marvel reference. Aren't you
Right.
like the movie guy?
I was trying to sit there and watch you guys be the ones who got the cool moment. That was it. I was just going to watch you guys take them out. And all three of them would die.
The guy was trying to leave, and you're like, nah, just let him do it.
No, I couldn't.
I will say though, even though Rakes didn't get to Aura Farm, McGurk had his moment today. It was very.
I did. I'm really, yeah, that was cool. Thank you.
Because that encounter was designed for you guys to kill the baby.
Yeah,
I
I'm
had no
so
intention
upset.
of letting that baby live.
Because so me and Miller talked about this session because he was like, I gotta keep Tarnath out of the room for this whole thing, and I'm like, cool, we'll have a plan. And so he told me about the child, and he's like, yeah, no, there's no way for them to get out of this. They have to kill the kid. And I'm like, nice, that's gonna fuck him up. So I texted him and told him he broke
well,
easy
you
because he
see-
did.
That's my power as the co-DM.
Well, not only that, but see, this is more. Okay. Here's a little peek behind the DM screen, right? Sam,
Green
you
Ninja.
took one one Greek tale, not green tail. Wasn't green. Green Ninja wasn't the inspiration here. You took one Greek tale and twisted it into another one. Because I was full going for like Odysseus at the start of the Odyssey when he has to kill Astyanax. And then you basically hit me with fucking Hercules.
I
And I was
did.
like, wait a minute. Curveball, holy shit.
I wasn't thinking of Hercules. I was actually thinking of Divinity 2.
You know, it also works. Listen, I'm just you're the one who keeps pushing me to put more Greek shit in it, so my brain immediately
No,
went
I
to
wasn't.
Hercules.
I you know that. Well, when you said that, I was like, oh, it was a great comparison, but
Yeah.
that just didn't occur to me. Well, I wasn't thinking out of character. That was all very in character. So I
Sure,
wasn't even
sure, of
like
course.
considering references. It's just like, what would my character do? Well, what my character would do.
I will say though, Sam, I probably would have gotten the Divinity reference if like we were to ever finish playing Divinity 2.
No, I'm not. No, not Divinity.
Damn.
Okay, we do need to get back on that.
Please,
Now that
please,
the-
please, please,
yeah.
please.
We will get back to that. However, not not Divinity Original Sin 2, Divinity 2, like from 2000, because the
okay. I'm
plot
unfamiliar.
of that game. Well, okay, all right. I know you guys are really excited to play this game from like 2001 because you're all really big CRPG fans here. But in Divinity 2, the protagonist is an evil god's son. You know, and he has the whole arc that's similar to what we were setting up.
I mean, so is that just the arc of every Larian game?
Pretty much, yeah. But this one was just in particular cool because he has like an evil shade of him that follows him around, and it's not revealed until the end of the game.
So,
spoilers, what the fuck?
Yeah, I was gonna say you can spoil a lot of Larian games with that exact information.
That is true, but it's really particular because he shows up in Divinity Original Sin 2, and it's a big surprise in that game, and you guys won't know until we finish it.
Well, you just...
No, I did, because you don't know who he is.
Right.
All right, fair enough.
So Miller, when are
I didn't
we
know
starting
Lego
our
City
Baldur's
Ninja.
Gate run?
After I move. I thought we agreed on that.
The last thing you
is
said
it-
was after the draft.
No, he said. No, I was there.
so-
He definitely meant you. When I was there when you guys talked about it once, he definitely said after he moves because there's a lot
was
of
gonna
moving
say.
pieces.
You
guys already have 4
players.
I'm not
No,
playing.
it's just me and Geek.
I want to play. I want to play. I want to
So
play.
again, very important thing. This has to be played on my stream.
Yeah.
So
I
okay,
know.
as long as you're cool with that, because it's not just a me and Miller want to. It was one of the goals during the subathon was that we had to.
Yeah.
Because
We just had to wait for patch 8.
Patch 8 was supposed to come out during the subathon and then it didn't.
Yeah.
I'm so down for that. I'm so down. I
Sick.
fucking love Baldur's Gate 3.
Okay, sick,
Yeah.
sweet.
But yeah, we all, other than the obvious, was this a good session? This was me very much out of my comfort zone. If it
This
wasn't
was
apparent.
definitely, you were right. This was a very Sam episode. I loved that.
Yeah.
This has definitely been my favorite by far. And I got a 5-minute scene all to myself. Ooh, I'm so happy.
I was gonna say, did I portray the
Yeah, no, that was
notes
perfect. That
correctly?
was perfect.
Good. I was gonna say because we hadn't really discussed what they were like, other than you mentioning that they existed.
You got the message. You got the theme I was getting across. That was great.
Word.
I
Okay.
liked it. Do more.
Yeah.
Just let next time don't have like the main argument be something I can't be there for.
Well, fair.
Or
No, it's just-
apparently,
this is
since
a
I would
very-
have been the only one arguing against keeping the kid alive, you should have had me there.
Well,
Yeah, I kept trying
Actually-
to get you in there.
Yeah. Well, okay. So initially, the entire thing was supposed to be like he didn't want it to be too easy, because we had talked about it. And then once I wasn't there, it's like I'm just gonna not be there. That seems pretty simple.
Yeah.
I thought you were pulling me in though when you said, "Here, I have a different idea." I thought that was gonna be Morella making me show up.
well, yeah. Now, like I said, originally the plan was for you guys to have to kill the kid, but Sam hit me with a cooler idea, because now the idea that at some point there can be a Herculean character roaming around excites
Well,
me.
Or Rakes just
Me
fucked it up, and
ideas.
instead we just created another enemy for ourselves.
Well, we'll see. We will see.
It's more arc. It's more arc. We just
Yep.
get more
More-
arc.
More world building.
Third
world building.
promise.
More world building.
I've made a lot of promises to kill Rakes, and all of them are still going to exist. If the dwarves die and Theodore gets the kid back, I'm just killing Rakes.
And
The gods
Eric will be
won't
on board
save
with
him
that.
this time.
Yeah.
Go big again.
We'll kill the
Yeah,
goddamn
why?
Everlight if we have to.
Dude, we'll
That
set
third rate deity can't do shit.
we'll set him up like Wolverine set up X-20, like Deadpool set up X-23, and Deadpool kills the Marvel Universe.
Yes.
I've got
I'm
plans. Don't worry.
I'm happy Geek gets the reference.
I've got big plans.
Good.
I'm glad we all enjoyed though.
But it was good.
That was great.
Yeah, well, I enjoyed it.
I was gonna say this. I was trying to cater specifically to Sam and Ren, because Ren had messaged me like a couple weeks ago and been like, "I want Dusty to experience the horrors."
Yeah.
And
I
thankfully,
enjoyed
Dusty took the
horrors.
charge.
Yeah.
So are we going on a whole horror themed arc for a bit? Is it just dark
No, I mean,
and
I don't
terrifying for a
know
while?
about that.
Not
We'll see.
really. I just wanted to give Dusty trauma.
Yeah, we're getting there.
Now, if we wanna,
Oh, there's
if we
gonna.
want-
I have a feeling there's
was gonna say,
lots
we've
of
got
trauma incoming. thanks to
When we
a
throw
very
rakes in front of a
particular
train,
elf.
will we celebrate or be traumatized?
Celebrate. I'm gonna
Curious.
go
Wanna
give.
see where the party was at.
I'm gonna go find all the gnomes and give them the plans on how to build a train.
So
It's always the gnomes that do all the cool things.
Who are you referring to?
I'm
What?
a half elf. He's talking about me.
Trauma from an elf. Which elf?
Half elf me.
Are you talking about rakes?
Caused by what
Okay.
he did? Yes.
Oh, okay. I see. I was gonna say because there's a couple things that you could have been referring to, ironically.
Well, yes. We have all
I was just-
a couple. You know,
Say,
the
trauma
elves in
caused
this
by an elf
group
is kind
have.
of a theme.
This
Yeah.
is true.
If only
Oh,
Theodore's ears were pointy.
Well, I will say, I will say that if we do want a horror arc, I can always DM some one shots like I've been promising to do for forever.
I was gonna say that's more Sam's wheelhouse, but
Yeah,
don't
I can
mind
I can do that if you
time
want.
to time.
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
Nicole,
I'd
are
love
you
to.
awake?
I don't think she is.
She's muted.
She's not. Okay.
Yeah, I don't feel like she's. It's been a minute.
I was gonna
It's been
see.
a hot minute.
Yeah. Okay.
She just snore proofed herself.
Fair
Valid.
enough. Smart move.
Yeah.
Thank you, Nicole.
I was gonna say it's also been like almost 2 hours now since she sent a message in general.
Yeah.
God, this is gonna be a wild recap for her.
All right. So next
Yeah.
Wednesday, can we plan to start at like 3 Eastern so that maybe we can start before midnight Eastern?
I work.
What do you mean 3? 3 o'clock?
Geek's joke is that we start an hour after a reset.
So
after
if
we're supposed to start
or
recessing.
2 or 3. So if we just plan 3 hours before we actually want to start, we might come close.
Yeah. This
You're
week.
planning
I-
for very late for everybody, and then I
We'll
don't
see.
care. I like late, but
Yeah. No. This week
You
was just
pla-
tough because of Caleb's meet, and I wanted to make sure Caleb was here.
Except
and
you-
Nicole. Well, no. Nicole hit us with the "I'll be there in a minute,"
That's
and
fair.
then all of a sudden
That's
she
fair.
was eating dinner.
that's fair.
So.
But
no,
also,
we.
no, I just mean like
we
the
will s-
plan to start at 9 seems like it means everybody wants to be done early. So should we try to start? I don't know if everybody can. I don't know how schedules work
I don't
for
think I
everybody.
can.
Last
Okay.
one.
Well,
I really don't think I can.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Okay,
I
never
think I had this conversation while you weren't here, Geek, but I'm going to be starting a job here that's going to require me to get off at like 10 sharp.
So we're
Yeah.
gonna
Well, which
get
is
an
fine, 'cause I
hour
don't-
of Sam in game.
Yeah, yeah, sorry about that.
Or we'll figure something out. We'll figure it out.
I mean, I don't mind. I mean, I don't mind only being in a session for an hour. It's like cool for me, but I'm
I do.
starting to get the feeling I might be missed.
Yeah, we'll
I
figure
miss
it out.
you.
We'll
For
figure it
more
out.
reasons than you know.
Okay.
Me and Miller had an entire conversation the
Although
other night
Deke
that I
and
figured
Seb
he would have.
Toxic Yowie.
What?
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 What? Did you
What?
fucking say?
What?
What
I
did you
didn't say
just
anything.
say?
I didn't
Yes,
say
you
anything.
did.
No, I didn't. What
Yes,
are you talking about?
did.
What are you talking about? I didn't say anything.
You said something. You said something.
You were
No.
talking gay porn.
What was this conversation?
Quite literally.
What
It wasn't.
conversation
It wasn't.
did you have?
Quite literally was about gay
Well,
porn.
because
It was-
no, Miller
was it?
spoiled it a bit last week, where I was talking about having a different character show up instead of Tarnath for a while.
Yeah.
I need
things are
your
getting-
other character back.
Things are getting a little silly, and Tarnath feels disconnected.
But we had a
That's
good
fair.
discussion that changes that. But also, Sushana was the perfect link between the silly and the serious. Perfect balance, and we've lost the balance, if that makes
That
sense.
is true. That is true.
Yeah.
We do need Sushana back. I
But
assume we're getting like right
actually,
back to that.
Yeah.
interestingly, Rake's fuck up could help with something else me and Miller discussed. So
it was intentional.
nothing good you've ever done has been intentional.
Yeah,
The
I
good is
intentionally did it.
accidental.
Yeah,
The bad is intentional. I think you're actually on Theodore's side. I think your character is actually evil.
You think I'd be able to hide it this long from you guys?
Yes.
I don't even.
Accident.
I think you just work for Theodore and don't actually know it. You're just actually that dumb.
Well, anyway, about Sushana. Sorry about that.
No, it's okay.
She was on the back burner for a little bit because I kind of got lost with what I was doing with that character. I felt like I wasn't really doing anything with her in scenes or like combat because she's not built for that. But now we've had a bunch of like non-combat sessions, so. But
so as soon as you bring Sushana back, it'll go back to only combat sessions.
Yeah, it'll go back to like combat heavy, and she'll go back to feeling like she's kind of in the background. But no, it's not really that. It's more so that I just felt kind of lost with what I was doing with that character for a bit. But now that she's been over there for a while, I know what I'm doing with her again. So
cool.
I had to work on her in the background.
Good.
But yes, she will hopefully return soon because I have a lot of very good ideas for her. Yes. Yes.
Well, and you know, McGurk's got a family to go die with.
Yeah,
Thanks, Rakes.
he's going to want to be there for that.
He's going to want to be there for that.
I'll give you credit. You gave that character a fantastic out.
Yeah. You really did.
I have to go make sure that Rakes didn't just kill all of my loved ones.
Character building.
Very awesome.
Yeah.
Bro just said
builds
character
characters.
building.
Character losing, depending on how well he does.
Yeah, damn.
There's a world where you just ended Miller's entire campaign and got us all killed.
Well, Miller's good at this.
He's good. He's good.
He's good, but you're just gonna
vote we
keep
do
fucking
the
it up.
Green Ninja arc.
No. You're getting your
You don't know what
Spider-Man
it
arc.
is.
That's all you get.
Everyone except you knows what the Green Ninja is.
Damn.
You also don't know the Pokemon.
True.
I'd like to point out, by the way, you guys managed to dodge 3 combat encounters today.
Lame how?
You
How?
said before that we had combat this session, and I was like, "Oh, fun!" And then we got.
I fully intended on you guys going to try to like either talk your way through the guards or just immediately jumping them. That was one. And there were 2
You've not met this
planned.
group then.
Well, no, I figured someone would go up. I could have absolutely seen a world where McGurk walked up and was like, "Hello, my fellow compatriots.
not
How are
even
we
sure.
doing this fine day?"
I'm not even sure you, Miller. If Geek did not go before me, I was going to do that exact thing.
See, point proven. First of all. Second of all, there was supposed to be a separate encounter that would have happened if Geek didn't come up with the idea to try to heal the doctors and whatnot. There was supposed to just be that there was going to be an abyssal, for lack of better words, I forget what I actually had it written as, but like an abyssal generator that was just sending the energy throughout the factory that would have required Tarnath, McGurk, and Sarugi to like hone in on it and handle it. And while they were handling it, these abyssal creatures were going to spawn and try to stop them from handling it. And then had you guys killed the baby, there was going to be an encounter where the factory, lab, whatever you want to call it, would have like went into panic mode essentially, and there would have been a giant flesh monster that you all would have had to fight.
Oh, I missed an
Awesome.
evil character. Fuck.
Yeah, you guys managed to skip 3 combat encounters.
Well, so we still So
I'm just saying, I'm thoroughly impressed with how well you guys.
I just give you a bigger one, so
avoiding fighting.
Yeah. Well, hold on. Well, to be fair,
so do we get the XP from killing the flesh monster? Because it definitely got exploded with the building.
Dude, I don't.
Can we
I don't-
level up?
I don't do.
Can we still
combat
level up?
XP.
We
I don't
have
do
to fight
combat XP.
Theodore
Are
and
you
Peter
crazy?
next week. Can we level up 7 times?
No, you guys. Number one, you guys
One
aren't leveling up. Number two, we
Fuck.
do milestone level ups, not XP level ups. You guys know.
Yeah,
this.
and we just saved a baby that was definitely the Antichrist.
Oh my.
Yeah, you know
Yeah.
what? You're leveling down 5 levels, Rakes. Fuck you.
Can I take at
Please.
least one of those levels? I'm gonna need
Yeah,
an
can we
extra
just
6th
let
level
them-
spell
can we
next
just-
week.
Yeah, can we just redistribute them through the team? He's a communist.
No,
You
we're not
should- you
doing
should
level
like that.
communism.
He
no,
should like
it's
no,
level
he would like
capitalism.
that. He should agree with it.
Okay, then
No,
give everybody a level.
I also want
We
to
earned
say,
Yeah, give everybody a level if you pay me $40. We're doing level capitalism, not level
I can
communism.
do that.
What's
Yeah, I
your-
can do
what's
that.
your
Hold
cash
on. I
app?
gotta look at my credit card. Hold on.
What's your cash app? Is it? It's
Yeah.
48 level.
What's your
Yeah,
PayPal?
yeah.
Per
you guys
level,
don't
can
know?
we get to 20 real quick and just fight Tyr next week?
Yeah, power level.
Yeah, go ahead, end
Or
the
just wants
campaign
to
next
end
week.
the
Sure.
campaign.
Yeah, I'll run the campaign. I'll
But
do
that
the
means
next one.
second campaign.
Does it? Maybe I want to take a break.
No,
after
No.
this one.
Miller, you
Let
don't
me drive
because
the
you
boat.
said you wanted me to play that other really goofy
drive the boat.
character. So you get goofy character.
Don't talk about the campaign ending already. God.
Did you? You almost sounded like you were gonna go into like Stitch mode for a second. Like,
I think he was.
Yeah. Oh, I also want to mention that.
Any mention of capitalism brings Glebn around.
Oh.
I'm sorry. It's second nature.
I want to mention that technically you also skipped a combat encounter, David.
Did I?
Yeah, you did. You skipped
What
the
was-
encounter where we beat Rake's ass.
Yeah. Yeah, fair.
That wouldn't have lasted a round.
Listen, we
would've.
could have just left him at 1 HP, but we could
Who
have at
just
least
said
beat his
yes? It
ass.
would have.
Rakes.
I promise. One turn of just me and Mumpets, and there is no rakes. Guarantee
That's
it.
funny.
Please.
I'm gonna be
Grayson,
my
what's your health?
AC, and then I have a ton
Your
of
health?
fucking.
No,
What's your
dude, you're not. You're no.
Grayson, I have
no,
one
no.
spell that can
Retarded.
kill you in one go.
Grayson, Grayson, you can't win this. Grayson, you can't win
You have
this.
an AC
Don't
of
run.
20.
Don't do it.
AC of 20.
21.
AC of 21 means nothing. This means nothing in this instance.
You have a
Grayson.
power gamer barbarian in your party.
Grayson.
He will touch you.
Hey, yo.
Dude,
You
Grayson,
also,
do you
you're
understand what my
talking about a
axe bonus is?
sorcerer who can literally pull the strings of fate currently. Oh, you actually don't hit me. Oh wait, yes I do. Fuck you. It's that. It's actually that
Grayson.
simple.
Grayson,
Grayson, I
have
think
you,
Ren's
do
cat
you-
could beat you.
have you ever seen? Oh my god.
Yes.
Have you ever looked at like the sorcerer, like what sorcerer points can do, man? Have you ever seen what that class can do?
Why would I?
You really gotta look
Just
into
for
it, man.
fun, read through
Grayson.
other characters. You don't just make characters when you're bored.
I do, but I'm out of characters to make, so. I have backup characters to Regs, in case something does happen.
You ran out of
Really?
characters. I
Are
have
they all
like
just
8
like
ideas a
Regs?
day.
No, Geek, the site that we use, I don't know any other sites to use, so
Dude, I have a Google sheet that
You-
can do this for you for
I-
free if you want.
You're
Yeah.
also invited. You. There's the
This Foundry,
extra.
man. I
paid-
could just, I could,
Well, it's not even just Foundry. Through D&D
Yeah.
Beyond, you can build an infinite number through my backup campaign thing that you all. Well, Ren and Sam might not have the link to it currently, but everybody
I don't
else
have it.
does. And I can give
Yeah.
it to you if you want it. I just don't know if you actually do.
I mean,
I don't know if you want
I ever-
infinite
whatever-
D&D Beyond characters, but
Yeah, I have my own ways of keeping track. It's neither
Right.
here nor there for me.
right.
Yeah, I'm
so,
good.
yeah.
And Toy House.
But like, if you
Uh,
want it, you
uh,
can have it. But you could,
uh,
you've had it.
I'm stuck on the fact that Grayson thinks there's a world he survives that. I'm stuck on that. Dude. I just,
I literally don't think there's a world where you survive a round of that, man.
dude,
D&D character
If we let
optimization is
Mumpets go
scary.
first, he cannot
Then he
survive
will-
a round. Because, hey, how many hit points does Rakes have?
136.
Cool. Mumpets, do you think you can do 36 damage in a round? That's it.
Dude,
That's all I need from you. Is
I could set
36.
you up to roll horribly and you'd be fine. You can have the worst rolls possible. You will be fine. I will guarantee you at least 70 damage done to that in one round.
Yeah. Now I want to fight the Everlight. Can I fight the Everlight instead of Rakes?
Oh my god, dude.
Well, I mean, you're the one who tasked me with killing a god, so I gotta start, you know, you gotta start at tier 3 and work your way up.
Grayson,
Yeah.
you make my job so hard.
That's why. That's my job. My job is
No,
to make
it's
your
not.
job hard.
Our job
No,
as
it's not.
players is to make sure the DM has fun. You don't let him have fun. You ruin his
I was gonna
life.
say, the rest of you make me have fun, and then I spend time trying to work around Grayson's antics.
You can't, expect me to do the expected.
We can't expect you to do
Grayson,
the
it's
good
not that I
thing, the
expect
right
you to
thing,
be-
the smart thing, the
I
normal
was
thing.
gonna
None of
say,
that.
I expect you to maybe be competent sometimes.
No.
Or maybe make it easier for me to say no when your entire party wants to kill you.
That's tough.
Who just left?
That was Nicole.
Is Nicole.
Okay, okay,
That was the bot.
okay.
Oh,
I'm glad all of this exists in the VOD. I have not ended the stream yet.
oh I thought the stream had ended.
No.
Whoops.
Yeah. What are you saying whoops about? You haven't said anything that matters.
Oh man, telling one of my players you make my job hard is
No,
not good.
I promise everyone in chat understands. I guarantee it. I stand by it.
Oh my god, dude, I'm gonna get a lecture from Kenny about this session.
Why?
just
They're like,
he's
let
gonna
him kill
ask
him.
me how I put up with it. Yeah, he's gonna tell me to let them kill you. Let them kill you.
Good.